Right, are we good? Are we live? I think we are. Hello all and welcome back to the Football Chat Live. Today, the race for Europe and the title race could have major repercussions. Well, this game could have major repercussions. For both of those, we have Newcastle versus Arsenal in the Premier League. It's match week 35. The Premier League season is almost over. We've still got some brilliant games to bring you in the meantime. And today at Newcastle Arsenal should be very exciting. Of course, Newcastle third in the Premier League, fighting away for Champions League football, and Arsenal, well, a title race will still be on their minds despite the fact I think that's probably Manchester City's now. But yeah, still a very exciting game. Two very good teams, two teams that have performed, I think, well above most people's expectations. Newcastle, they're a team that most people thought would crack that sort of top 10, maybe get into Europe, but they've defied expectations and reached the Champions League. Arsenal, on the other hand, maybe people thought, oh yeah, they can get in the Champions League this year, probably going to be another year of Europa League. Well, they've gone and fought for the title. So they're two sides that are really good sides, both outperformed expectations, and today's going to be a very interesting battle between them. Joined by Harry as always. Welcome, Harry, to the show.
Hello all. Today interests me because I think it's going to be a good game. I don't remember the reverse fixture off the top of my head, but two teams that are playing quite well at the moment. But definitely two teams playing well at the moment, but I don't think they're playing their best, especially Liverpool haven't looked too convincing in recent weeks. So both teams will be looking for a result here.
So they played back in January, by the way, and that was 0-0 in that game.
Well, I hope we see some more goals then.
Hope that doesn't imply anything for today. In the two meetings previous, that was 2-0 to Newcastle and 2-0 to Arsenal. So the home side won both of those games. They were both the same scorelines. They're level 2-2. Hopefully this isn't 0-0 again today.
We know Newcastle at home, very strong. They're a good side. They've got some really good players. Same for Arsenal. This is a really, really close game. I think similar to Thursday night, Brighton Man United. What a game that was. Brilliant game between two very close sides. I think we could see the same here because if Arsenal were playing at their best, I'd probably say they're favourites to win. But they're taking a dip in form recently. A lot of pressure on them now, and it looks like the title's slipping away. So there's a chance that Newcastle, I think, will be a lot closer than people think.
Yeah, I think it will be. Welcome to the stream, by the way. A couple of people in chat already. London Kane, Chelsea fan, Gary Weisman, hello all. Chelsea fan mentioning how Chelsea are now staying up following a victory yesterday. Very impressive performance, I'd argue.
We actually looked really good. Right. 3 goals.
3 actual goals, yeah. And then Gary says, tough results are cool, this one. Newcastle are a fortress at home this season. Yeah, they are a good side.
They've been very good. Very good. I mean, last time they played at home, they won 6-1. So Arsenal got to be careful. Yeah. And it was against a team in North London. So better watch out for Arsenal.
Yes, indeed. Right, before we get into the lineups, quick little message for everyone in chat. If you haven't joined the Discord yet, make sure to do so. We've been rolling out new features since we announced it on Thursday. Was it Thursday? Something like that. Since we announced, we've been rolling out some new features, and we want as many of you guys who watch our streams regularly to get involved over there and join the conversation. Hopefully we can get everyone over there. And
yeah, the link, if you scroll up in the chat, the link will start the stream.
If you can't find it in the replay, then we can always put another link in there. But yeah, as for the lineups today, then let me just find them. Newcastle, of course, at home. We're at St James's Park this afternoon. They're in their 4-3-3 as they always line up in. It's a fairly normal team. Pope in between the sticks, no surprises there. Very dependable this season, Nick Pope. Flat 4 then of Captain Trippier, Shah, Botman and Byrne. Their same back four as the final season. Midfield 3, Joe Linton, Guimaraes, Willock, full strength again. Murphy on the right, Isak on the left. Wilson leads the line. Both Wilson and Isak in the team then today. They've both been in great form recently. Murphy, of course, as well. He's got 2 goals against Tottenham recently. So both playing well, all 3 playing well, could help Newcastle score some goals.
Very, very strong at 11. Eddie Howe's named there, and he's done really well to try and incorporate 2 very top quality strikers who are at the top of their game right now and in very good form into the same team. So that is a big threat. I don't
know if I would have. I think I'd rather have Wilson off the bench.
I don't know, they both look strong though. I guess he can't justify benching one of them.
I guess.
That's really harsh, but he doesn't want to change his system. I think Isak will do okay on the left.
He will do okay, but I think I'd rather have the impact of one of them off the bench, personally. But yeah. But also, by the way, we are watching Leon, so if we get distracted halfway through a conversation because we've just said some weird free kick routine, then that explains it. But yeah, on Malo Gusto watch
Yeah,
before he
so-
joins Chelsea in the summer.
We don't need him.
Anyway, as for the away side, we definitely did. As for the away side, Chalobah did well yesterday. As for the away side today, Arsenal, of course, they're in a 4-3-3 as well. Aaron Ramsdale between the sticks. Flat back fours, missing Saliba, but other than that, full strength of White, Kiwior, Gabriel and Zinchenko. Captain Martin Odegaard is joined by Jorginho and Xhaka in midfield. Saka on the right, Martinelli on the left. Gabriel Jesus leads the line.
Yeah, an Arsenal team that has struggled recently, especially, Saliba, huge miss at the moment, but they're coming into this off the back of a brilliant win against their, London rivals Chelsea. And they look really good in that game. And I know Chelsea haven't looked great this season, but Odegaard scored 2 great goals, and the front three was working back together again, and Jesus had a really good game. So they'll take the confidence from that into this game, and as I said, it's 2 teams that look very good at the moment, who have a lot of quality. It's going to be hard to separate them.
Yeah. Yeah, it will be indeed. Also, Gomez said that the Discord nice finally living up to the chat part of the username.
Yes.
Yeah, the football chat, you can now chat with us as well on Discord. Very good. We'll use that in the branding.
Yeah. Thanks, guys, for the idea. But yeah, in terms of today, big game, because I know the title is kind of slipped away from Arsenal already.
Arsenal have to keep the pressure
If
on.
they lose today, it's over.
Yeah.
It is over.
They want to keep fighting to the end until there's a mathematical chance that they can't win the title. Well, there is still a mathematical chance. They will keep fighting. But yeah, it seems a bit of a pipe dream now. City are playing way too well. And Arsenal slipped up a few too many times. Obviously, draws against Southampton, West Ham, and then that loss to Manchester City didn't help.
No.
At all. Oh, and the draw with Liverpool as well. So they've not been perfect this season. Arsenal, City have hardly been either, but City are just more reliably
But I think it's also shown how Arsenal are still maybe 1 or 2 players away from being able to win the title. Or
who do you think they need? What do you think they need?
A backup centre half. Because we're not making but players, but also in terms of mentality. It's been a long season. They haven't kept fresh.
They're young players, aren't they? You think Jakob Kiwior on a couple times is a very good backup centre half? Yeah,
I know, but realistically, for your first season in the Premier, it's very hard to chuck him in, and Rob Holding just doesn't cut it anymore.
Yeah, I think for me personally, a striker. I don't mind Gabriel Jesus, but I don't think he's... Yeah. You need a goal scorer if you're going to win the Premier League. Look at Haaland, he scored 35 this season. That's more than 6 Premier League clubs have scored.
But also, you look at Manchester City, and it's different for me. I'd say most City players are reliable. I look at... I know they've had injuries. I know they don't have the squad depth of Manchester City. But people like Aaron Ramsdale... Ederson is a man that Pep Guardiola has always been able to depend upon. Ramsdale's been leaky this season. And, if you're not if your goalkeeper isn't a reliable player, you're not going to win the title. And not just Ramsdale, also there's a few players that haven't always performed brilliantly and have maybe been a bit inconsistent. But you look at the teams that win titles, they are constantly just getting everything out of each player.
They're not rotating El Neni into the side.
No. But it seems like they lost to Man City last week, not just because of Rob Holding, but he's a big part of it.
I really rate Reece Nelson. I think he's a fantastic player. So I don't mean any disrespect by this, but Manchester City, if Mahrez isn't playing well, then they look at Bernardo Silva or the other way around. I don't think Nelson and Saka are... Saka's obviously, I think, arguably a better player than both of them, or at least level with Mahrez, and possibly lesser with Silva as well.
Controversial, but for an example, Phil Foden hasn't really had a look in at Manchester City this season. He slots straight into that Arsenal team.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Though to be fair, Smith Rowe, I think he's a really good player. He's not had a look in at Arsenal this year.
Yeah, but
not on the same level as a Foden, but...
Why
do you fit him in?
No, you rotate, and that's the problem. They have one really good core 11, and they haven't used anyone else, which means now they've got to this point in the season they're tiring. So it's a big game for them today if they want any chance of winning the title.
Yeah, I think Smith Rowe is probably going to move on, isn't he?
But I don't want to change the channel. We've got 5 minutes.
I'll give it 2 minutes.
Okay. But yeah, and then from a Newcastle point of view, being the home side today, top 4 looks pretty much nailed on for them. But, as teams got a lot of games in hand, in really good form, I look at Liverpool, I look at Brighton, they want to make sure it's confirmed. So every point they can pick up from now until the end of the season is huge. Once they've confirmed that top 4, they'll be happy. There's still a chance they could get third, highly unlikely, but there's still a chance, so you never know.
Yeah. Jesus is like a 1,000-piece puzzle from the charity shop with missing pieces, not the full puzzle. I don't know. I think Jesus is a complete player. I don't think there's the aspects of his game that are missing are things like, well, even his finishing is good, but he's not an advanced forward. He's a false nine, which Liverpool won the league with just 3 years ago now.
Oh, sorry, I thought you meant Jesus.
Sorry, Liverpool. But City the same last season. Obviously, they didn't have an actual striker. They still won the league, but I think, evidently seemingly in this year of football, a striker is the most pivotal thing to have. Whereas in the last few years, it's been a lot more about the wingers. I think Eden Hazard literally carried Chelsea to a title in 2015. And then, Liverpool a couple of years back, Salah was, I don't think he carried them to the same extent, but he was incredibly influential in that performance. But I just don't think wingers are as... I mean, obviously, Martinelli and Saka have been huge this year, so maybe it's not important. They just need to keep the performance up more regularly. That's the
thing for me. You look at you mentioned Salah, you mentioned every title-winning side has one player they can rely on to get a goal or to play well every single week. This year, City have had Haaland.
Yeah, I don't think you need one player though. You just need to have loads of players where you know that one of them's going to... Because City didn't win this week because of Haaland. City won because Ilkay Gundogan was ridiculously good. And Arsenal have had the same sort of thing. Odegaard, Saka and Martinelli, they've all stepped up in big moments. They've just had some games which they've thrown away.
Yeah, they've either... That's the thing for me, I think with Arsenal...
You can't concede 3 against Southampton.
They've either all played well or all not done well. Like, there will be games where City won't be playing well and one person will just step up. Mahrez might step up, score a free kick, score a penalty, and they'll win 2-0. That doesn't happen for Arsenal. And that's why they're not going to win this league title. But, they'll still want to win today. They'll want to push Man City right to the very end until it isn't possible.
Yeah. The problem for Arsenal now is obviously, they've bought Jesus. They're not going to sell him. But he's not going to play backup because that's why he left City. If he wanted to be a backup, he wouldn't have left City.
That's the thing,
So he has to
start.
start.
Arsenal trying to challenge a title with Manchester City's backup striker.
Yeah.
And that's why it's very difficult to challenge Man City, because they're genuinely giving their title rivals players because they don't want them.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Arsenal have played really well this season, but they've proven they can't really beat the biggest sides. Today's going to be a big game because they drew with Newcastle earlier in the season. They've lost to City twice. Manchester United they lost to twice.
Yeah.
So all the sides that are actually performing well, they've lost to. Brighton, they've got to play again.
They lost, and then I remember Nketiah scored against United.
But they beat United in the other game. Okay, fair enough. But to a similar sort of thing, they've not beaten the big sides consistently enough. If they beat City twice this season, they win the title.
Yeah.
And that was the difference. City beat Liverpool. And therefore they won the title. So I think to be able to be Premier Champions, you have to be able to beat everyone. And I don't think Arsenal can beat City right now. And that's their biggest issue. That's what they need to be able to do next season.
I mean, they've been
consistently perform, because games like Southampton show they're not consistent.
They've been battered 3-1 twice this season by City just in the league. They were miles off in both those games.
Yeah, fair enough. Loads more people as well to welcome to the chat, and we've only got a minute, so we need to get into some predictions. But welcome to the stream, Ekwani George. Let's go Gunners, an Arsenal fan. Welcome, mate. And Yellowstone as well. Welcome to the stream. And also, Rangers have thrown away the title to... Well, not thrown away. They've let Celtic win the title.
All right.
No one else is challenging, is it? But
predictions.
Go on then.
I think it's a close game. Not my set rated size, but I'll go, just because at home I'll go Newcastle. I'll go Newcastle 2, Arsenal 1. Arsenal goal from Jesus, and then Newcastle goals from Alexander Isak and Joe Willock.
If Newcastle win today, they move to within 10 points of Arsenal with a game in hand. I'm not saying they're going to catch them, but I think that's a testament to how well Newcastle have done this season, that they are within... They could be within 7 points of the best team in the league.
But does it also highlight the...
I've already gone away, by the way.
Failure. Not failure.
I don't think they've failed, have they?
Not failure, but to drop off like that is not...
That's for my prediction, by the way. I'm going 2-0 Arsenal. Arsenal, get us underway now. I will go Saka and Martinelli with goals. I think Arsenal are just really strong. But, they have fallen away in recent weeks. Here is Gabriel and Kiwior. I do have questions about Jakub Kiwior.
I mean, I like him as a player, but...
You hate him as a person?
No.
Don't know where you're going with that.
But I just don't know, he's been chucked into the deep end, straight into a Premier League title fight when he's just joined the league.
He's having to play now because Saliba's injured, but that is the nature of not. It's not a side that built up over a matter of years. It's a side that has to perform here and now.
But also, I feel like apart from Jesus, who in here knows what it takes to win the Premier League?
Probably Zinchenko.
Yeah, it's two. But again, they're just cities.
Jorginho's won a UCL. As has Martin Odegaard.
But again,
they're
the unwanted players from the other teams in the league.
By the way, Newcastle flying forward to Isak. Yeah, but Newcastle got unwanted players from other teams in the league, and they're still up there competing. Joe Willock. Arsenal
Murphy.
reject. Here's Jacob Murphy. Cuts in. It's against the post. And these unfortunate that doesn't rebound. Newcastle, unfortunate that doesn't rebound to Wilson or Isak.
What a start.
But yeah, Jacob Murphy already causing problems. He caused problems for Tottenham.
I say, we know Newcastle like
same ground. Yeah. Same ground as they beat Tottenham at 6-1 just 2 weeks ago.
That was a big scare for Newcastle. But again, Ramsdale's nowhere near it if it was on target.
Guimaraes. But yeah, Arsenal's recruitment was good last summer. I think they'll recruit well this summer as well. Because they're going to have more money. They're going to have more appeal as Champions League football's now a thing for them.
Yeah.
I don't think you can go into next season with players like Eddie and Nketiah as backups. Because even if they don't bring in a Jesus replacement, a Jesus alternative would be good.
I think you look at if Erling Haaland for some reason can't play, you go get Julian Alvarez. Someone
like Louis Openda at Lens, who we might speak about on the podcast this week. Isak, big block.
Wow. Arsenal under the cosh.
Yeah, they're under a bit of pressure right now.
Huge pressure from the Toon. Early on, making that home advantage count. We saw that's if they can get a goal early, that'd be a big trial for Arsenal. That Willock driving forward.
That was, yeah. And then Isak.
Big block from White.
Ben White. Willock's got some problems so far. And Jacob Murphy cutting inside. He's very unfortunate that's not just nestled.
He beat Ramsdale.
Yeah.
He's a player you wouldn't expect. Like when Newcastle got the takeover, you thought players like him would get shipped off. But
I think he still will.
Eventually, yeah, but he's stepped up. He has stepped up and he's played some really good football. Obviously, there's a lot better than him around.
Newcastle are going to need to rotate between Champions League and Premier League minutes next season.
Yeah.
I'm telling you now, Jacob Murphy's not playing Champions League football. If he does, fair enough. If they win the Champions League with Jacob Murphy, I'll buy a Jacob Murphy shirt. But
I guess it depends if they get in their group.
I don't think Jacob Murphy plays Champions League final if they get there.
No, maybe not. But if they get
equally, he's still more than adequate to play Premier League minutes, to play Carabao Cup minutes, to play FA Cup minutes. So still a good squad player, but I think you do need a Newcastle for Champions League football next season. Will need a few more.
For me, I think Jacob Murphy could cut it against like a Shakhtar Donetsk.
Oh yeah.
So I guess it depends. They're getting here. He is down the right again.
Ryan Bertrand could play against Shakhtar. I mean, Ryan Bertrand played the Champions League final.
Exactly. Ryan Bertrand's on the Champions League, so why? Who says that Jacob Murphy
started left wing in that game? Chelsea actually won it.
I don't think that was because he was playing. I think that was more because Didier Drogba's quality.
Yeah. Anyway, Trippier now. Thrown on the far side.
Also, just a bit of National League news. It's 1-0 Bromley in their player final against Chesterfield.
Of course, we saw earlier Notts County beating Bournemouth to progress.
Absolute scenes. Last minute winner in extra time.
Ramsdale under a bit of pressure. He's going to let that roll out for an Arsenal goal kick.
He's taking his time, Ramsdale. I noticed the first goal kick he had there. The Newcastle fans behind the goal.
What do you want him to do there?
Not there, no. But I mean, just watch how long it takes him to kick this goal kick up the pitch. He still hasn't kicked it.
So we're watching Eddie Howe and Arteta at the moment.
Still hasn't kicked it. This is what I'm saying though, he takes his time.
Yeah, but he knows it's going to right up the Geordies. That's exactly what he wants to do. He loves playing under that pressure. He thrives off of it.
We're on the referee though, I'm going to book him in a minute.
No, he's not spending that long. Just long enough where it's not time wasting, but instead he's just irritating some Geordies behind the goal. But yeah, firstly, welcome to the stream. Congrats on the first win since a long, long time ago. Thank you. I mean, we didn't play in it, but thank you anyway. No, it's good to see Chelsea. It's good to see Chelsea win for a change.
Poor touch there from Martinelli.
Trippier. No, Guimaraes. That's a poor touch. And now Arsenal regain possession. Jorginho.
I'm going to be intrigued to see Newcastle's recruitment in the summer. Yeah. Because this squad doesn't get out of the Champions League group. Oh,
I think I was going to say. If Tottenham can, anyone can.
But I think they've got some world-class players on their... Not potential world-class players on their hands.
Yeah.
You know, I look at the defence, I think Sven Botman, phenomenal.
I think Sven Botman's a potential... I don't think any are potential world class. I think that's a bit of a stretch.
Alexander Isak.
Maybe. It depends on your definition of world class. I think he's probably going to be an elite talent, an elite player. I don't think he's world class, though. Also, Leon have left it until we've turned it off to actually score a goal.
Ah, brilliant. That's
Yeah.
what we'll do.
London came. My friend's son scored. Jody Jones. He used to watch me play Sunday League. Fair enough. Yeah. His goal was pretty decent, to be fair, as well, from the substitute.
Keeper and Mayor.
Still a decent goal.
It was.
To take a shot from that sort of
Shines a
area.
header. Murphy plays it over to Joe Linton.
No,
Like,
Newcastle
what a-
look to come forward. Ball is overhit from Joe Linton. I don't think... Oh, Wilson is going to get there. He's absolutely put the burners on. He's got
I mean,
there.
he
Fair
fed
enough.
Gabriel because he stopped running. Gabriel slowed down.
And they realised, actually, I could get this if I just run a bit.
Oh.
And he's giving it to Zinchenko. But it's the effort that counts.
Yeah.
And they've won a corner
Yeah,
as a
they've won a
result.
corner.
Fair enough. And that gets the Geordies going. And Fatty says Newcastle should win so I can see AFTV on in tears. I don't think they'll cry, but
I forget that's still a thing.
what AFTV? Well, they don't have any of the characters they used to have, do
They
they?
haven't got
It's a bit more
DT. I mean,
bland.
You haven't got DT.
DT's not throwing chairs.
Exactly. You haven't got DT.
Ty's not.
You haven't got Ty. You haven't
Flaming
got
the
Claude,
rain.
bless his soul. You haven't got anyone.
Yeah.
You just got
Don Robbie's still class.
Don Robbie's still.
Bruno Guimaraes on the edge. It's blocked,
hand.
and Newcastle think that's a handball is given.
Penalty to Newcastle.
Man points
Chris
to the
Kavanagh.
spot. So that's
That's
it.
not Chris Kavanagh.
No.
That is Chris.
Who? This random bloke who's on the pitch just pointed to the spot.
That is Chris Kavanagh. It is Chris Kavanagh.
The referee points to the spot. It's a
I think
penalty
it's
to
Odegaard.
Newcastle.
Was it Odegaard? It's a good spot. I bet I can have a look.
Referee's saying you shouldn't have called
Bruno
it.
shot. Oh,
Oh yeah, that's not
Definitely.
100%
Kirill.
handball. Great block to be fair.
Kirill saved it.
Yeah.
And you can see he tries to pull his arm away, but he's too late.
Yeah.
And that's why I think that's why the ref's given it, because the ref would have saw him pull his arm out of the way. That's not too close to his body for me.
No.
He stuck his arm out and blocked it. This has got to be given.
Could this be a red card?
That might be what they're looking at, to be fair, because he didn't... Does he...
Are they
he's looking at it.
Are they arguing whether?
To be
No,
fair...
are they arguing whether if this go in? I think it's what
Yeah.
they're looking at. Does Ramsdale get there? I think he just.
Or does it hit
does.
his knee? Oh, I think they're looking at his knee or not.
Why is the angle so terrible?
I mean, this isn't good.
Why
to
can we not?
anything.
Oh, hang on, yeah, zoom out. That'll do it.
There you go.
Oh, they're saying whether Trippier's on. He's well on, so I don't know what they're looking at. Yeah, they're trying to see what
Yeah.
Trippier is on side to make sure that's
They're
all
checking
right.
everything now, aren't they?
Yeah.
Check the ref bank account.
Oh, hang on.
Transaction
Was
from
Bruno
Arsenal.
wearing the right boots? I don't know.
He's wearing red boots, but he's actually an Arsenal player, so it doesn't count. That's handball for me. If this isn't
You know,
given,
I can't see whether it was near his hand. The angle is just terrible.
let's go over to the monitor to have a look.
What's it? I don't know what he's going to see.
This is what annoys me. about
Yellowstone
VAR.
thinks it to hit his thigh, not his hand. Aquilino Kenzie went to the stream, by the way.
This is what annoys me about VAR. Why have they sat there and looked at it for 2 minutes and then gone, do you want to have a look, mate? Why don't they all look together? You know, they can all sit down and have a nice chat about it. And like, now, what they've just done for 2 minutes, they're going to do it again. That's how... Oh, I don't
cannot
know.
see.
I think he just...
I think it's his knee.
My point would be, he's given this on field, so if they don't know, stick with his decision.
No, that's hit his knee. That's not handball.
Yeah, that's his knee, isn't it? His arm moves out the
Yeah.
way. His arm moves out the way. As the ball hits his knee, the arm moves out the way.
If that's his hand, it's gone through his leg afterwards.
I think he's not going to give this. I don't think
No.
I think he's going to overturn his own decision. Admitting he was wrong. He steps back onto the pitch.
That
he's
does
not giving it.
strike
Look at
does
face.
strike his knee.
Yeah, Shah's reaction says it all.
Yeah. I don't think they can have too many complaints, though.
Zinchenko's not happy, though.
But I can see how
penalty.
you can instantly presume that is handball, because it does look like handball.
Zinchenko thought he'd given
Yeah.
it. No. Arsenal
Yeah.
survive.
Penalty overturned.
Kirill. What a
say.
scare.
Certainly. Time travelling Blasians, welcome to the stream. If you think that's handball, you need to change the prescription on those glasses.
It didn't look that. It looked a bit. It was questionable.
Oh, but also I thought it was handball at first as well, but
It wasn't until they slowed it down and showed that his arm actually moved out of the way.
Also, big news in terms of Burnley and company. Company signed a new long-term deal. So that dispels any rumours that he might join Chelsea or Tottenham, I think it's been linked.
Why would he go to either of those little clubs?
And also, Manchester City are interested in Bellingham.
Bit late now.
I just saw that in the rumour mill. If you want to see notifications like that, then join our Discord. Link above.
Or
Link somewhere in chat. But yeah.
Chip intercepts.
Arsenal survive early penalty scare.
Will they use that VAR check? Will they use that long? It was quite a long break. Took at least 2 or 3 minutes. Will they use that to regroup?
Well, look, Murphy. Newcastle looks on the attack, but it's stopped by Arsenal.
He penalties, don't he? Devastated.
Does he, or would it be Wilson?
No, he does.
Okay. Ramsdale.
He might. I mean, look at that. Action area is very much in the
Goes
Arsenal
along with it.
there.
Trippier. Good header. And jostling away for possession now. Joe Linton wins it back. He's actually played into a bit of a bad area. Now Trippier's got some defending to do. Martinelli, that's excellent from Gabriel Martinelli. Huge tackle from Fabian Schär. And the Swiss centre-half
Again, he's
does
now
really well to get back
up.
there.
Oh, that's poor from Gabriel.
Yeah, because I didn't think it. I thought he was like relegation fodder.
Relegation fodder. Here's Isak. Lovely feet. Don't really go anywhere, but lovely feet.
Yeah. Gary says, I shudder to think how much City would pay for Jude if Grealish was 100 mil. Doesn't Bellingham have a 150 mil? I have a price tag or release clause. I don't know if he has got a release clause in his contract. But that's how much has been touted. By the way, Arsenal win the ball hard at the pitch. Jesus, shoved off by Bruno.
Yeah, no complaints
Free
from
kick
the
to
Brazilian.
Arsenal.
That's exactly what he's doing.
Tactical foul. Just breaks up Arsenal's attack. He lost possession to Xhaka and then
Rugby-esque, that.
Just blocks Jesus with his body.
Quite smart, actually. He's not going to get booked for that. You don't get booked for things like that, but he stops the play.
No.
And let's be honest, if Odegaard scores from here, they deserve the goal. Because it would take an absolute worldie to beat Nick Pope from this angle. From this range, sorry. I don't know why Gabriel's having words. I think cross it, obviously. I'm guessing that's what they're probably talking about.
Nah, hit it. Go for it.
If David Luiz was at Arsenal still, I'd back it. I would back it. But he's not there anymore.
What's Joseph fan thinks Jude Bellingham's going Real Madrid?
Probably.
Have you listened to our podcast last week? You'd have heard us talking about it.
I mean, he wants to win the Champions League. He'll go Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Jorginho. I think it's the first time I've said his name.
Odegaard takes aim, and that is glorious. Martin Odegaard, that is a sensational strike. The type of strike only champions, only second place teams will pull off. That is sensational from Martin Odegaard. He picks up the ball about 30 yards away from the goal and just strikes it, sweet as a nut, bottom corner. Nick Pope left with absolutely no chance. Fantastic from Martin Odegaard, and that's the strike, the type of strike he's been capable of producing so consistently this season. That's why Arsenal are in the position they are, because they've got players like that that can pull off things like that. Martin Odegaard, I mean, it's absolutely superb. And Arsenal now lead this game. Newcastle 0, Arsenal 1. Survived an early penalty scare, and now they take the lead. Good start. Good start for Arsenal.
Very much against the run of play for Arsenal. But
Yeah.
I mean, he's got a belter against Chelsea. He got a double against Chelsea, and he's followed that up with an absolute belter here.
Yeah.
Brilliant finish. If you're Newcastle, you feel hard done by because you've been the better team these first 15 minutes, but Arsenal lead.
Yeah.
This is 15th of the season.
Speaking of title bottlers scoring, Dortmund have also just scored against Wolfsburg to keep their demon
win
dream.
yesterday?
Bayern won, yeah.
Damn.
But Dortmund keep the pressure on there with a goal against Wolfsburg.
Keep the pressure on.
Well, they're only 2 points behind Bayern, or 1 point, something like that. They've well and truly thrown away what should have been their title.
Yeah.
Yeah, Martin Odegaard, he's scored a lot this season, hasn't he, Odegaard, from midfield?
He's been brilliant, but he's kind of had, players like Saka and Martinelli, and Jesus was injured. They just haven't really stepped up around him.
I think that's waffle. I think that's absolute waffle. Because Saka and Martinelli have not stepped up.
No,
They've both been insanely good this season.
Well, then where's their problem lie? If they've had Saka, Martinelli,
They've conceded too many against small ties. Put it this way, they've only kept 12 clean sheets this season. Equally, City have only kept 11, but
I think it falls on the whole team for the result.
Martinelli 15 goals, Saka 13 goals, Odegaard 15 goals. I don't think you can blame those three for their season.
No,
Even
but I
10
think it
for
lies
Jesus.
on the whole team. The game against Southampton, the game against West Ham.
Didn't Saka still score like a double against Southampton?
Yeah, but they went.
I don't think it's his fault they conceded 3.
You cannot go 2-0 down to Southampton.
No, but that's not on Saka specifically.
Wilson Murphy's
in behind. Oh yes, Murphy. Can he get the ball across? That's a great challenge from Martinelli.
That's what I was saying. It's not on Son that Tottenham conceded 2 in the first. It's the whole team.
I don't know what your point is,
football,
but to say that
Murphy.
Martinelli, and Saka,
Carrick.
haven't been sensational this season is just bullshit, mate. Okay.
Well, not that. Yeah, okay.
I'm convinced you've not watched this season.
I have. I don't know. I don't think they've looked good enough to be champions.
I actually can't fathom what you're saying. That Martinelli and Odegaard have not put. Sorry, Martinelli and Saka have not put in performances worthy of champions this year. That's just perhaps the worst thing I've ever said. And you've said some horrendous things on this show.
All right.
Disgraceful. Yeah, chat. What do you think? Do you think that Martinelli and Saka put in seasons worthy of champions?
No, but I think it doesn't just fall on one player or one department. If you don't win a league title and you lead it for that long, and you throw it away that easily.
Yeah, that's not on the players that played well. It's on the players that made big mistakes in moments. I don't think Saka and Martinelli ever punted it in their own net.
No, he missed a penalty against West Ham. They could have won that game 3-2.
It's just painful to listen to.
Okay. Ramsdale's got the ball. I mean, Newcastle feel pain. They should realistically probably not be losing this game.
Zinchenko, intercepted by Trippier. Joe Linton, now Bruno Guimaraes.
That's really good. He's a really good player.
Moves it out to Murphy.
And I mean, they were. If he was in the Carabao Cup final, or if he was fully fit for the Carabao Cup final. Not fully fit. He was still played, but fully match sharp. I think they'd have done much better. I think he came off
Botman. Now Joe Linton back to Botman, and here's Willock. Nice ball inside. Wilson holds it up well. Guimaraes. Can he shift it out the Trippier? Yes, he can. Ball in, and it's well blocked by Zinchenko.
For a defensive midfielder, Bruno Guimaraes gets it involved high up the pitch a lot.
Joe Martin onto the stream. He says, "Up the Magpies." Welcome, Joe. But yeah. Newcastle, they've struggled in this game so far. They've not really created anything. But they shouldn't have been given Odegaard that much time on the edge of the box. Knowing how good he is. Knowing the calibre of player that he is.
I think they're probably a better team. Obviously they had that VAR.
Newcastle?
Yeah.
I don't think Newcastle were the better team. I don't really think either of them have been particularly better than each other, but I think Arsenal have had the edge so far.
Oh, that was late from Joe. I was thinking. The first 5-minute action, the first 10-minute action areas were 45% Arsenal's third, 44% in the middle, and then 11% in Newcastle's half. And then, Joe Linton, I don't really know what he's thinking here.
Equally, about 3 minutes of those, we're just watching Ramsdale take goal kicks.
I mean, Jorginho is a mere of that, but silly from Joe Linton, really. Doesn't he do that?
Yeah.
He's not slowing it down because his team has the ball. But yeah, still a long way to go. I don't think Arsenal are... I don't think Arsenal are out of the woods yet.
No, it's only 1-0 and Newcastle are a fantastic side, so... Yeah, there's every chance that Newcastle will come back in this game. And given the catalogue of errors that Aaron Ramsdale has made this season, I wouldn't be surprised.
Pass it to Wilson.
Yeah, here we are. Ramsdale. Is that a potential point that Arsenal have to improve? I know it's been massive this season for them at times, Ramsdale, but his errors have cost them in games.
Oh yeah, I don't think he's, because I look at they're in the Champions League next season. Would I trust him starting in a Champions League quarter final? And
I think I still would. He's a good goalkeeper, but I don't know if he's on the same calibre as Courtois.
No, definitely no.
With Alisson.
I mean, even for England, it's going to be controversial, but I think I'd rather.
I think Pope's better than him. I don't think that's controversial.
Pope's better than him. I think I'd rather Pickford.
No, he's, again, a terrible statement.
Martinelli
in behind. It's a good save from Jordan Pickford.
That's what I want. That's Nick Pope.
Yeah, I've been thrown off. Well, this conversation.
Jordan Pickford would have made that save.
Yeah, that's a great stuff again.
Yeah,
from
he's
Pope.
pretty good, that guy.
Nick Pope should be starting for England. Shouldn't even be in the squad.
No, Pickford's in the squad.
No, he shouldn't. What did he contribute if he's not starting?
Like any other goalkeeper, bench.
Yeah, which was Rob Ramsdale, and then your third goalkeeper, you just want a bloke that's like good for pints. I don't think Pickford is going out of the turn. Well, what else is
Jack Vatland's been coming up?
Oh yeah, exactly.
Good out with their lash. To be fair though, you do want to like celebrate, guy who's going to have a good celebration with you. If you win an international tournament, he's the one that's going to provide all the parties.
Welcome to the stream, Rob. Good to see you.
Saka.
Bukayo Saka and it's well blocked.
Tell you that wasn't blocked. That had trouble Pope again.
Yeah.
And it was 2-0 and Newcastle in big trouble.
Yeah, I do think that's the problem. Arsenal are capable of making this a very unpleasant afternoon for Newcastle if they don't shore up a little. They're offering too much space for Arsenal's players. Xhaka, by the way, is such a shit house. Jacob Murphy tries to throw the ball to him, he just lets it roll through his legs. It's just a little bit of time wasting. Yeah, Rob. Odegaard's on my fantasy team. That is very frustrating. But yeah, my FPL, I could do with something from Joe Linton here. That's all I've got playing in this game.
I'll be honest, I've got Isak and Willock.
No, it's not looking great for you at the moment.
Oh, what are they doing? Oh,
I just need a big performance from Man United later, and I'm in the money.
What is Jesus doing? There we go. What is Odegaard? Why is he carrying the ball to the ref?
Don't know, but it's upsetting Fabian Schär.
They don't slowing the clock down, this Arsenal team. I don't think I've really noticed it before. That was rubbish.
Well, stopped by White now. Saka. And that's a foul from me. Saka. No, but it's deemed as a good challenge in the eyes of the referee. Dan Burn flying forwards.
Ref's also got Isak in his fantasy.
Willock. Good challenge from Kiwior. And now Arsenal can attack. Bukayo Saka flying down this right-hand side. Options in the centre in the form of Gabriel Jesus. Uses his body excellently, the Brazilian. And that's what he's so good at. We were questioning his goal-scoring ability. Obviously, he's not scored as many as, say, a Haaland, a Kane, and Mbappe. But he is really good at holding the ball up and facilitating the play for the other Arsenal attackers, who in Harry's eyes have not had great seasons.
No, it's not what I mean. Yes, they've done well. I'll be honest, I didn't realise that they'd scored
Martinelli, Gabriel. Well, how else did you think they were top of the league?
No, I just think it's more they're quiet in big games.
Right. Saka in behind.
Big game.
I was just saying, I'd call this a big game. That's a good save from Nick Pope.
No, like against your Cities, against your United. I mean, Ketia scored against United.
Didn't Ketia score against City as well?
Saka did, but that was from a penalty.
Still a goal. You were criticising him for missing a penalty earlier.
Oh, he's that down.
Schär.
Is he alright?
Evidently not. I don't think he just sits down for it. He's not just a bit tired.
Oh, I do sometimes.
Yeah, he's in some discomfort. I think it was the challenge that when Bukayo Saka was put through. Lovely ball in behind. Schär was he was already out of the equation by that point. So no, it was Botman that was following him back.
Big save from Pope. I didn't even use his arm. I did use his arm.
Joe Linton red card incoming. Can't be about my luck, but yeah. And Yellowstone also has Trippier and Isak.
I got rid of Trippier. Yeah, a bit of water break halfway through the first half. Not planned, just because of the injury. I'm sure Mikel Arteta's loving it. We'll say loving it. He doesn't look very happy. I mean, the Newcastle fans behind him look very, very annoyed.
Yeah, they've become accustomed to watching their side win this season, and so far that hasn't happened. But I do think a team are going to come back from this. I think Newcastle, it's only one goal to overturn. That's 100%. Not too impossible. And they've scored a lot of goals this season, Newcastle.
Yeah. Is Fabian Schär alright? Are we going to see him? That's quite motivational from Mikel Arteta. I have no clue what he's on about because I couldn't hear him. But...
You're motivated by just him moving a bit.
Yeah, his action. Yeah, I'm fired up now. I'm ready to go to war.
Mate, that's all it takes. There'll be wars all the time.
Fabian Schär's back up. That's good.
Yeah. He's been an integral part of this Newcastle side this season. One of the few players that escaped the culling of the first team.
John Joe Shelby. I think I've gone from like John Joe Shelby and DeAndre Yedlin.
So Bruno Guimaraes and Kieran Trippier. Indeed. 13 votes, by the way, in the poll and chat. 54% of you going for Newcastle in this game. Currently incorrect. 31% going Arsenal. 15% for a draw. If you haven't voted, make sure to do so. But yeah. Poll and chat, they keep being wrong. I think they're wrong on Thursday night, weren't they? Think United.
Yeah.
Had the majority of the votes. I might be wrong. But yeah.
Equally, what did you had Chile Arsenal?
Yeah.
So your predictions lost. I had 2 on Newcastle.
Different gravy.
All our predictions are still on. Oh,
Isak.
brilliant from Isak. Bonus points. Oh,
Still going.
great try.
Alexander Isak trying to find Wilson.
Wilson got the wrong side of
Holds
Gabriel
it up
there.
well.
And luck. That's good defending.
And that's why, yeah. Gabriel getting involved there.
Ref's got Aaron wrong. That's an Arsenal throw.
Well, Newcastle awarded the throw-in on the near side. Gabriel infuriated by that.
That's good for
Wilson. Now Isak. Can they get the ball into the box? Isak searches for other routes. And they're going to go round the back and switch the play. No, Charles decided he doesn't want to find Trippier. Trippier's not happy because he wants the ball. Willock. Guimaraes. Nice play this from Newcastle. Absolutely fizzed at Wilson, but he holds it up well.
Willock.
Joe Willock! And it's saved. I thought that was going to be in.
Big save.
But a big stop from Aaron Ramsdale. And we've spoken about how Ramsdale's made some mistakes that have cost Arsenal. Well, that's another one of his big saves that have saved Arsenal.
My FPL team was really flying.
Isak.
Oh,
that's
brilliant.
lovely. Lovely footwork.
Finds
Now
Willock
Joe
again.
Willock.
That's a good
Ball into the box, and it's claimed well by Ramsdale.
Joe Lane just tucks out his shirt there. It was a brilliant football for Newcastle. It's really good. And the ball just fell to Willock.
Opens his
Does
body
what
up.
he
Tries to
made
hit it
that.
across Ramsdale, but Ramsdale, great save with his feet.
Should have gone further into the corner, really.
Yeah, it's a bit too aim.
But a good adjustment of his body there for Aaron Ramsdale.
Zinchenko caught by Joe Linton.
Advantage played.
That's not a card. Martinelli.
And now it's pulled back.
Now Arsenal attack down the right hand side. Ben White. Finds Jorginho. Dink ball forwards. Now Bruno Guimaraes. Joe
He's a
Linton.
player I didn't know much about Bruno Guimaraes before he joined the Premier League. Where was he?
Early on. Formed a very good midfield three for Lyon in 2018-19 where they had Aouar, Ndombele and Bruno Guimaraes.
What kind of stat is that?
What, passing accuracy stat or
After
the fact that Guimaraes played with some good players?
Ramsdale.
It kept it alive at
Oh,
Ramsdale
tell
for
you what.
Newcastle. The ball across the box was not convincing, by the way, by Jacob Murphy. Just put it in an area that made everyone think. It was a bit too far away from Ramsdale for him to come and get it. But he did.
I don't think Ramsdale didn't realise that until he started running at it.
Yeah.
And then he realised that Wilson was going to get there, so he had to commit.
2-0 Dortmund, by the way. Sebastian Haller with the goal.
They should
Ali,
be
I mean,
right.
with a goal and
They'll
assist now.
They'll lose 3-4.
What?
They'll find a way. Yeah, Ramsdale came for it, and then it actually went rolled further. And then, I don't know why Newcastle had a penalty for that.
God, of course they want a penalty. He doesn't get to the... If he gets the ball first, that's a pen.
I think he should have, really. He should have just tapped it. And he probably thought, I've got to try and beat him or do something. He should have tapped it past him.
Well, I don't think he would get to that ball first. He didn't. If he did, he would have tapped it, wouldn't he?
And it wasn't great from Murphy.
What do you mean?
But the ball in was...
He put it in an area that made people think.
Yeah.
And Ramsdale spilled it out. If Isak was running onto that and
Wilson should have
scores...
got there. Someone should have got it on it. That was a Newcastle player.
Yeah.
Oh, fan throw. Something you don't really hear much of in the Premier League.
No. And he's allowing them to retake it. Here's Ben White.
Well, you're not 7. Come on.
Yeah, but I think if you foul throw in the Premier League, that should be flipped over.
Yeah, that is a bit silly.
Jesus.
Foul, you're a professional, you get paid a lot of money a week, and you can't take a throw in.
Equally, they are footballers, not Roy Delap regens.
Yeah, but it's like, he's ready, like, I'll have another go, it's alright, mate.
Yeah. I'm still adamant that they should change throw-ins to my thing of just, you have to use your hands a bit there and stand behind the line, but you can do whatever you want after that.
Underarm, just chuck up in the air.
Or if you're like holding on to a lead in the last minute and got a throw and you can just roll it down to your player in the corner.
Oh, that's...
Willock. Newcastle, I
That
think
was
he's
a
fouled, not
yeah,
in the eyes.
No, it was. But I
Willock
think the ball might have
puts
gone
out
off
of
it, and
play.
Willock responds by smacking it into the crowd.
The same crowd there just a moment ago were furious he's been fouled. I do like the Newcastle fans. I think they are the most passionate fan base in the league.
Foul there.
No.
I thought he was tricked. To be
Yeah,
honest.
he's fallen over there.
That was quick.
He stumbled over his own feet. Well, forwards, Gabriel deals really well with that actually. Jorginho, now Kiwior, brings under control well. And a bit of a hospital back to Jorginho, and also being forced back here by the Newcastle press. Hello, cauliflower. It's very hot. Yeah, it's ridiculously hot in this studio. We could do with cracking open a window.
I'm cracking when I'm dying.
Okay.
I'm not dying. I'm so
Here is Bruno Guimaraes, Isak,
I'll go in a window.
Ramsdale. Yeah, if you couldn't tell Harry's hot, he's been blown into the mic for the last 15 minutes.
Nah, it's just so warm.
Yeah, the studio just get warm. Trippier. Bruno. I can't see, but it sounds like Harry's just fallen out the window. It's Ramsdale.
I'm alright.
And he's claimed it well. Arsenal with possession once more. But yeah, 30 minutes played here, 15 left of the half. Will we see Newcastle level up before the break? Is there a second on for Arsenal? What are your thoughts?
Oh my!
There's half. I mean,
someone's assaulted someone.
Manslaughtere's just occurred.
Newcastle goal.
Oh. Will it come while the player's down injured or after?
After, depends how long he's down.
Martinelli coming forwards, giving Newcastle something to think about. Gabriel Martinelli. And it's won back well by Joe Linton. I think that's bonus points.
And that's a silly
Trippier brought down by Jesus. It's 14 degrees in Oslo. That sounds amazing, Alistair.
14?
Yeah.
What is it here?
Just see what my weather app says.
18 or 19? I think it's 19.
Loading weather information.
Yeah,
good. 19.
Yeah, 19. That's boiling. That's the thing.
It feels like 30,
exactly.
to be honest.
In Britain, if it's 5, we moan it's too cold.
Equally, I don't think it's too bad if you're outside. This studio is like a sauna.
If you can open a window and put a fan on, it's alright, but we can't do that. That's alright.
The problem is we have to have insulation. If not in the winter, you literally
cold,
just...
Genuinely, it's
So
freezing.
we'd have to have blankets. It's rather open a window.
It is genuinely like an igloo or a sauna.
Oh,
I mean,
that might be
Shah
I think they're questioning whether this is a red card.
wiped him out.
Because Shah was very late in on Saka.
Xhaka.
Yeah.
That is a terrible foul. Terrible tackle. It wasn't even given a foul.
I get Xhaka and Saka mixed up so often because their name is the same. Or similar. Anyway, Dan Burn on this left-hand side. Willock. And he finds Botman. And now Shah. And now Joe Linton. I thought it was Guimaraes. But Joe Linton instead. Lovely pass out to Joe Willock. Brought under his control well. And now Willock. I don't know why he tries to take Saka on there. And it's just lost possession. Now Arsenal have it back. Ben White. Yeah. 19 sounds perfect. That's a nice spring day here. Yeah, it usually is. You know, the weather's absolutely fine. It's just really hot in here. And the sun's not been out today either, so it's not like blazing down on you. In fact, it's been raining most of this weekend.
Yeah. It's more muggy.
I think all the combination of the rain and the sun.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing though. It's 19 degrees now. Friday, it's fucked with a lot of thunderstorms.
Yeah, I think warmth in England is just horrible.
Yeah.
Arsenal coming forwards now though. Dan Burn wins it back, and Newcastle look to bring it the other way. Feels like a lot of this game is in the midfield. There's a lot of lot of contested balls, a lot of challenges. I mean, Shah's won just a moment ago.
But I think that makes the game interesting because both teams have got a really quality midfield.
Yeah. Shah tries to find Wilson. Wilson dropping in to try and get on the ball because he's not getting a lot of service at the moment. And now Newcastle can come forwards. Joe Linton driving forwards. Players ahead of him. Needs to pick out the right option here. Jacob Murphy could put this ball into the box. He does so. It's caught by Ramsdale. Spills it. Jorginho clears it. I think even if that had been a goal for Newcastle, they probably would have pulled that back for a
I'm glad the
foul.
ref didn't give one though.
Yeah.
Positive.
Also sunny, but I'm safe inside watching TFC. Yeah. The perfect life. You can look out at the sunny day and watch the football chat.
What better things you could do in your life?
Sounds like there are better things.
Well, no, obviously
Exactly.
not. Yeah.
Well, there is one better thing. You could be watching the stream while also chatting in the Discord. Make sure to join it if you haven't
join
already.
The Discord, if you haven't already. Please do.
There was a link earlier in stream. I don't know if you'll still be able to scroll back to it. If not, Harry will put one in half time.
Yeah, if anyone requests it.
But yeah, 10 minutes left of the half. Trippier's going to look to put this ball into the box and hopefully ignite something for Newcastle because they've been short on chances created. I think Murphy just rolling one across the box has been their greatest opportunity so far. But they've got height here, Newcastle.
All Chesterfield Eagle Eyes.
The National League playoffs are heating up as well. Not quite as exciting as the Champions League race, but...
I don't know.
And it's 3-0 Dortmund as well. So they're quite comfortable in that game against Wolfsburg. They'll still find a way to throw it away, of course.
Bundesliga race hotting up. Champions League race hotting up.
Trippier.
National League
Handed away by
finals
Odegaard.
hotting up.
Trippier now back to Murphy. Burn. No real option out in wide area. He's being forced backwards and now he pings one back to Pope, who has Saka applying the pressure to think about it. And he's passed it right at him. It's gone through Saka's legs. Nick Pope there, playing it very risky. And now Newcastle ping the ball in behind and Callum Wilson's giving chase. He opened his legs. If he hadn't opened his legs, it would have hit him. Obviously, not many people run with their legs closed.
What, he's hopping, just like jumping.
Shuffling.
Stewards on roll out. No. Yeah, 8 minutes to go the half. Newcastle will want a response. Here's Sangle again. Oh, it did. It touched his back foot.
Yeah. Big opportunity there for Arsenal potentially if Saka had been able to win that ball back. The standstill.
Oh, that's a
And Jorginho fouled by Joe Linton. Got all fouls now from Joe Linton. Needs to be careful. He's complaining to the ref about other fouls.
He's made a cut. I mean, Newcastle been let off with 1 or 2, so I don't think he's got too much to complain about. Shah did destroy Xhaka's ankles. And what is Wilson doing? He's trying to fight Zinchenko now. That's right, played on.
White. Saka. Burn on him like a rash. If he's able to knock it backwards, it's Bukayo Saka. Now White. Kiwior. And it's Ramsdale. Zinchenko. Back to Kiwior. Arsenal could play out of this. Saka again. Burn. He must be on instructions to man mark him because I've not seen Saka today with Burn not within a 5-yard radius. No. If he's not on top of him, he's nearby.
Good plan.
Yeah. I don't think he's like sensational. I think he's a good player.
Linton. Oh, Joe Linton.
Still going in this, a big chance from Xhaka. And now Xhaka's held his ankle. He was absolutely fine.
He could appeal for the goal kick and then he injured his ankle once the corner was given.
I think it was the wind actually that came along and hurt his ankle. Yeah, look, he's like, oh, goal kick. Oh,
It's that corner. I'm like, injured now.
A delayed ankle injury.
Trippier on the corner. Chance for Newcastle. Ball in. It's over, everyone.
Yeah. Good comment, Yellowstone. But,
here comes Jesus. So that's silly from Burn. Bit of a tangle.
Garoses goes down injured.
Arteta's over there.
And Burn's like, get up for your pansy. I imagine that's what he said.
Hey, Arteta's got a few words for Jesus, not Burn. He's not just having to go at Dan Burn. 6 minutes and a half to go plus additional time. A lot to be decided. It's been a close game. It's been an even game.
Yeah.
As expected. Differences from
I was going to say, if Arsenal put 9 past them, I'd be a bit shocked, but 2 top sides.
A bit shocked. You go, so it's 9-0 in the 39th minute. You're going, I'm surprised.
Yeah. No, they're both very good sides playing at the top of their game right now. And that's demonstrated by this match. It's been a very close affair. Hopefully this keeps up for the remainder of the game. Though, if with defending like that, it might not. Here comes Odegaard. Should use Martinelli. Finds Martinelli. And it's somehow not in the back of the net. Odegaard should have released that much sooner. He held it way too long. I think that's what he's now
forced to release it by
communicating.
But
Joe Linton gave the ball away. Odegaard brings it forward. There. Still doesn't give it. Joe Linton's tackle ends up at
actually end up close. And that's gone out for a throw.
Yeah, I think it has. He sort of spoons it. He tries to get it to the...
He tries to hook it into the...
Very narrow angle, but yeah. Very tight angle. And the chat, Poland chat's changed very quickly, by the way. 22 votes now, 50% Arsenal. So either a lot of Arsenal fans joining or a lot of people seeing Arsenal in the front and thinking, yeah, they're going to see this out. 36% of you have gone for Newcastle and 14% think it'll be a draw.
14%?
Yeah.
That's high for a draw.
It's a whole, 2, 3, maybe 4 people. It's a lot for a draw.
I've never known that many people to vote for a draw.
I think that just demonstrates again how close these two sides are. Which is interesting because obviously Arsenal have been top of the table for a long time. Newcastle in and around those Champions League spots, but never really flirting with the title race. Yeah. Newcastle could end up realistically a point behind Arsenal this season if Arsenal capitulate towards the end of this season. But I think they'll win their only games. They'll be absolutely fine. But they still, for Newcastle, to end up within 7 points, which is what will happen if they could win today.
Just to flip on the other side, and I know we've talked about the title being gone already. This game only puts Arsenal 1 point behind Manchester City.
They need a City slip up though, don't they? And I don't see that happening.
It's just one game.
In fact, they need 2 City slip ups because City have a game in hand.
They need 2 games.
And City are playing Chelsea.
Chelsea look good on Ben's
Everton.
Sean Dyche at the wheel.
Yeah, I just don't see City
only lose 2-1 with that lead side. I think they could slip up.
The only thing could be if they either pick up injuries or rotate the side for Everton or something and throw it away. Because they play Everton, they play Champions League in midweek. Make sure to join us there. I'm live. Harry's not here, but I'm live on Tuesday. Then Everton on Sunday, Champions League, Chelsea, Brighton, Brentford. It's not the nicest running, but they should win them.
Should they though?
But I would not want to have Brentford on the final day if they need a win.
Away at Brentford on the final day. Away at Brighton with someone's lost their boot.
Arsenal 3 games to play.
Saka is down injured.
Arsenal 3 games to play. Brighton, Forest, Wolves after this.
What's happened here? Because Saka's lost his boot and he's holding his ankle, so I'm guessing it's been taken off him.
I would, presume so. Let's see the challenge once more. We've cut to an interesting camera from the 1950s, and Guimaraes exactly. Guimaraes just clips the heel of Bukayo Saka.
He's lucky he's not been booked for that. It's in checkers now.
Because the ref can't go back and retrospectively book. He didn't see the challenge. Yeah. It's a smart one because he's left one on Saka. Saka's in pain.
Saka's now hasn't got a boot on.
Yeah, halted the game a little. Smart from
Joe Linton and Jesus trying to chat.
Well, smart or, what's it called?
I know Joe Linton trying to fight someone, so Jesus has taken him away and had a chat with him. Yeah. Brazilian counterpart.
United fans will be happy with Arsenal winning. Well, indeed, because an Arsenal win means 2 things. One, that means that they keep Manchester. They could potentially take the title off Man City, which United fans would love, and also it means that Newcastle are dropping points, and United could climb above them if they beat West Ham later.
There's a lot of Brazilians on this pitch.
Okay, now we're cutting to Tommy Robinson. Why is that a problem?
It's not a problem. It's just I noticed because
interesting observation for you to make.
Trying to fight someone, and Bruno Guimaraes, Jesus, and Gabriel all took him away.
And Martinelli,
he wasn't there, but yeah, he's now Brazilian.
Great observation, Harry.
Is there any others?
Gabriel.
He was the one I mentioned. There's a lot of Brazilian players in the Premier League.
You've got the 3 Gabriels. Yeah.
Any on the bench?
I don't know. I'll be honest. It wasn't of my prerogative to check the Arsenal bench today to see how many Brazilians there were there.
Just clocked it, really.
I don't think there are any more Brazilians. No more Brazilians.
Any injured Brazilians?
No injured Brazilians.
Botman.
Yeah. So Botman on the ball, plays it forward. Jacob Murphy does really well actually to hold that ball up. Now finds Kieran Trippier.
What a pass.
With a bit of space. Back to Murphy. Newcastle coming forwards into the extra time, added time of the first half. And it's a poor cut back from Murphy. And Arsenal come the other way, 5
minutes.
additional minutes. Of course, we have had a VAR check for a penalty, plus injuries
That's
for
7
Saka
years.
and some other guy, I can't remember.
Some other guy. Some random bloke got injured.
And Liverpool fans too, maybe they could pass Newcastle and take a Champions League spot.
No.
I don't see it happening. I saw I'm Harry saying this in the Discord.
I was going to say, did I'm Harry say that?
No, that was Yellowstone. If you were in the Discord the other day, you'd have seen I'm Harry going on about that. But he's delusional. I don't think Liverpool can catch the top 4 now.
Not a chance.
It would take I think it would take match fixing from either Liverpool or United and Newcastle to deliberately throw it away.
I think Brighton will finish ahead of them.
But yeah, Yellowstone even says probably not. I agree. Yeah,
if I was gonna give it, I would say it's a top 4 as it is. Brighton 5th, Liverpool 6th, and then whoever wins this Saturday out of Villa or Tottenham in 7th.
Oh, yeah, sure. I think it will be Bournemouth for Champions League. I don't know. It's probably
Everyone
going
gets banned.
It's probably going to stay exactly as it is now. Yeah.
Everyone gets a points deduction. Southampton win the league.
I think actually Chelsea are going to get you. It's Ben White.
We need the coefficient rules.
Saka. Now, I'll try to take it past Bruno Guimaraes. Guimaraes, though, uses his body really well. And knocks it across to Pope.
He's under pressure.
And now Trippier.
Under pressure.
It depends on the implementation of the coefficient rule.
Yeah.
If it's that the league with the highest coefficient gets another team, then that will be 5th, obviously. If it's the club with the highest coefficient, then it would be, I imagine, Chelsea and... Well, probably another Prem side, probably Liverpool, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Well, I think if Football Manager's correct, it'll be the league.
Yeah, and that would also stop having 6 English sides in the Champions League.
For example, Portugal only gets 2, but with the coefficient, it can get up to 3.
Yeah, because if that happened, the having 6.
No, Portugal got 3. Sorry, it goes up to 4.
If England could have 6 and we could get 8.
If we win all the other competitions.
Will England get an extra Champions League spot if City wins it? No. So the way it works is the Champions League winning spot does not apply to the leagues. It's just a separate thing. So if Manchester City win it, then the Champions League spot from the Champions League will just go, I think, to another Champions Path team. Just give an extra one there. Or potentially a third one to Netherlands. I think they get 3 anyway, don't they?
Yeah. It's mainly for, say Chelsea this season had gone to win the Champions League.
I don't believe they get 5 because, for example, Chelsea in 2021, we didn't then get 5 Champions League spots. Liverpool in 2019, we didn't get 5 Champions League spots.
So Xhaka's injured and he's on the floor and he's on the deck and he's still trying to fight Callum Wilson. He's injured. What's he doing? This is groin area. They're calling on the physios.
Yeah.
Wilson's not happy about. I don't know what Wilson's annoyed about. But yeah, no. Minute and a bit to go this first half. It's been a good half. Good half. It's a goal.
Yeah. It's been a good first 45. Hopefully this keeps up for the remainder of the game.
Yes. I expect to see more goals as well. I don't think this will be it.
Yeah. I don't know though, because both sides have decent defences. No, Arsenal have been a bit shaky in recent weeks, but
it's a brilliant goal.
especially first half of the season, they were very solid.
Goes through the legs, but Odegaard's goal was
It's a really
goes
nice
through the legs
finish.
of Botman and Pope sees it late.
Yeah.
Big goal. Big goal. They want to keep the pressure on City.
Jorginho, by the way, the one to keep the spirits high or to keep focus after the goal.
He's a leader.
He is, yeah. He was Chelsea captain. Well, vice captain for a while, which meant when Dave never played, it was always Jorginho with the armband.
Dave, got one cameo every year.
By the way, I know Lyon went 1-0 up. They went 4-1 down, and now Lacazette's got them a second. Elie Wali with 4 goals for Montpellier.
4-1 down? What happened? I don't think Montpellier are that good.
They're 12th in the league. Behind Clermont Foot.
Also, they're trying to fight each other again. Either Newcastle have sold no tickets or everyone's gone for a pie.
Oh, well, yeah. By the way, Lyon gave away a pen
Yeah.
Both their DMs are on 4.4 and 4.6.
God.
Their goal gets on 4.9. None of the defence are on red ratings.
By the way,
And Lacazette's back to
I don't know
praise.
what this is, but there seems to be a big problem between Wilson and Xhaka because it just overspilled a little bit there as well, and a bit of argy-bargy. Jesus and Trippier have got a problem.
Don't know really what's going on. This game's
and Xhaka
this game's really fiery for no reason.
And
like.
look, I don't know what's happened.
Trippier
Look
wants
at
some.
them. I don't know what's happened between these
Everyone.
two teams, but they all just hate each other. And the Geordies on the sidelines are absolutely loving it.
I was going to say, yeah, if Arsenal and Newcastle have a fight, I know who I back to win.
Yeah, I was going to say, those
40,000 Geordies are
they're
like...
going to sprint on the edge because they can't pitch invade because the away end at
Exactly,
Newcastle. That's who's going to jump. They'll die.
And they lose the fight.
Yeah, and then just rage quit the fight.
It's like, did you see Southampton at Newcastle the other week? A fan, you know how young fans take can I have your shirt? Someone sat at the away end with a can I have your shirt sign. It's like, have you got a crane as well? Because how else is it getting up there?
Good. Hang on. Xhaka,
Odegaard, good save. That's a huge save. Nick Pope with a massive stop tonight.
Sat on his
Odegaard
rear.
a second.
What's only Mitchell play ref?
There we go.
There's the whistle.
As you complain about the minutes, the referee goes, fair enough, yeah, I should probably blow the whistle.
Maybe
Odegaard does really well to take it past a few defenders. There's a huge save from Nick Pope. He's been good in this game. We're certainly not a fault for the goal. Speaking of which, Arsenal leading as we go into half-time. It's Newcastle 0, Arsenal 1. A very good first 5. Do you want to put another Discord link in chat?
Yes.
A quick plug for anyone that is not in the Discord already. Make sure to join up. We'll be having interesting conversations on there. Now, we've been already having some good chats with viewers on there. We want to see as many of you guys in the Discord as possible to create a really take the community that's already building here and do have it on Discord as well, where you can talk to us between streams. And obviously, then you'll get notified every time we upload because it'll be on there. But yeah, and you can talk to each other off stream as well. But yeah, in terms of that first half, then Newcastle have definitely been the worst of the two sides, but it's not been by much. Arsenal have played well, but it's been a very close game. Newcastle put up a good fight so far. I think this game definitely has more goals in it. Hopefully, if not, it's going to be very, very boring second half. But my accent would drive you mad. Well, on Discord, which you type in your accent, Yellowstone. But yeah. Where are you from, Yellowstone? Oh, Norway. I don't know. I haven't met many Norwegians. I haven't met any Norwegians, to be fair. But listening to Haaland interviews, I'm not frustrated by his voice. Yeah, the Discord link is now in chat if you want to access that and join us on there. If you link your YouTube account, then you can, and you have a membership, then you get exclusive perks, and you might want to link your YouTube account anyway because you get
You get cool rolls.
The rolls.
If you don't link your YouTube account, you don't get the rolls.
The rolls are based on your YouTube
that's
account.
Just right. You don't want that. That's awful.
You have a grey name rather than a white name.
Boring, bland grey.
Yeah, isn't Discord only audio? No, Discord is chat as well.
Yeah, you can talk to us about whatever you want.
Yeah.
You can
So
type,
we have-
you don't have to talk to us.
We have all sorts of stuff going on there. We've got different channels for different things. We've got FPL stuff on there. We've got tweet updates and stuff like that from Fabrizio and Ornstein.
Because that's what you
in
need.
our rumour mill. So yeah, there's loads of different things on there.
It's basically just a
Join
way
it
so
up
we can
and
talk to all you lot and you can talk to each other when we're not live.
Yeah, because not really YouTube is alright for that if you're in the comment section, but it's a bit thingy, and you obviously can't share funny images of Harry on there.
What? I don't know any pictures of me they're going to put on there.
That's the last time we had a Discord. That's all it was. Just funny pictures from you on stream. But yeah, it's just a fun place for all of our community to connect. Anyway, second half. First half review. Second half thoughts. What are your thoughts on that
Arsenal will be
first
happy
half?
because I think they've been good, but I still say. By the way, red card for Bromley in the National League playoff semi-final.
I think Arsenal have been good, but by the way, probably have been sent off.
No, but I think Arsenal will be happy because I don't think they've been the better side. They've been good and they've had chances, but I think Newcastle overall in the play have been better. As you said, it's battling the midfield. Not
It's
really.
been fairly average, hasn't it? 49% possession for Arsenal, by the way, 51% Newcastle. 0.84 XG for Arsenal, 0.37 for Newcastle. Definitely generating the better chances. 7 to 6 shots, 5 on target to 2 on target.
Youngers, shut up.
Arsenal have had the measure so far, but I do agree that Newcastle have been competitive. They've definitely put on a good performance. I think they've lacked some clinicality. They've also lacked the creativity. They've not created many chances, and this is why I don't think you should play with 2 strikers.
No.
I think if you have Isak or Wilson up front, and then you have a winger.
Who's on the wing? Do not say
I would
Anthony
say
Gordon.
either Anthony Gordon or Alan Saint-Maximin is back to fitness.
But impact off the bench.
Or
really.
you play Joe Linton on the left and put Longstaff into midfield.
What we expect from Eddie Howe? We know he likes a half-time sub.
And also, as you say, impact from the bench, that is impact from the bench. That would be getting subbed off to have an impact, so that would be impact from the bench. But yeah, I think Newcastle need to make a change because they've not contributed much going forward. Their best chance has been Jacob Murphy just rolling it across the box. Other than that, they've not really great.
Willock had a big, shots, big save from Ramsdale.
That wasn't clear cut either though. He wriggled into a good area, but
it kind of just fell to him in the right place, right time. They don't really create it.
Yeah.
We know Eddie Howe likes a half-time sub. I'd expect him to make one. Sorry, I've been put off because Bromley was sent off again.
Should we have a look at what's going on in that game? So that's clearly a much. In fact, we can switch over channel. If Bromley started fighting everyone,
unless I've got the same notification twice.
Let's have a look. Bromley one red card.
Okay. That's right. We'll watch this though. Big game here.
Comments.
Is it Mills that look exactly like the Notts County ground?
Well, I mean, they're all going to look somewhat similar
Ball
football
in,
grounds, but
yeah, no. Newcastle, I'd expect to see a change. I don't think Eddie Howe was very happy with his team, but I definitely don't think the game is over. Because they're a very good side. They're at home. I'd expect them to score so that Arsenal can get another one because they have threatened. But I just think it was a really good goal from Odegaard. But I do expect both teams to find another goal. It's just how many will both teams find.
Do you want to point out, by the way, this might be the worst day Deji Elleru has ever experienced. Bromley player. I don't know where he plays. I think he's probably a defender.
Yeah.
Oh, he's the goalkeeper. It's the Bromley goalkeeper that was sent off. Deji Elleru. He conceded an own goal in the 57th minute and then was sent off on 75 minutes.
In a National League.
Bromley were 1-0 up thanks to an early goal from Adam Marriott, who had to be subbed off. Was subbed off after 64 minutes for Harry Forster. I don't know much about the National League, but Bromley were on their route to the playoff final. Since then, own goal from Deji Elleru, the same guy's then sent off, and that's a goal. Chesterfield from the free kick. And compounded Bromley's misery is that the substitute goalkeeper can't deny a free kick, which probably should have been saved, if we're being honest.
Wow. Well, that's probably Chesterfield through.
Hang on, no, Deji Elleru can't be the goalkeeper because they haven't made a sub. So unless you can only make 2 subs, in which case they
can make more than 2 subs.
Couldn't change that. He's definitely the goalkeeper, and they haven't subbed him off. Do they not have a bench keeper? Or something, or has football not picked up on a second substitute? Number 13. That's their right back.
That must be the way around then. That's not the numbers on it. I took deflection.
Yeah, Reece Charles Cook.
It's googling.
Yeah, I'm intrigued. If anyone knows much about the National League,
I'm guessing. But yeah, no.
No, if he's got number 13 printed, he must be the keeper.
Yeah.
But I think football will throw me because they've put. Yeah, he's a goalkeeper. Who's Deji Elleru then? Deji Elleru. He is. He's a centre half on loan from Charlton.
Oh,
he scored an own goal and got sent off. He's not the goalkeeper.
No. But big half coming up for Newcastle and for Arsenal.
I was thrown by the football list having him top.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting how Newcastle respond.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting.
Because I think Arsenal have definitely been the better team.
Yeah.
I mean, stats say, it's not what I think. It's evidence.
They've generated more chances. Newcastle need to be generating more. They've not got on the ball enough. They've also not had... They've not really had much presence out on the wings. They've not been direct enough either, so they need to create more chances. They need to be more direct. They probably, I would say, need to change something in the front three, because I don't think Isak and Wilson is making sense. But yeah,
I would, if it was me, I'd probably move Isak. I think Isak's was better. I'd move Isak to the middle and bring off Wilson.
Yeah, and I don't really understand the decision to play both Isak and Wilson today. I think I would have gone for...
I see your point, because they've both played well, but Wilson's still got his goals off the bench.
Yeah. So why not start one of them, bench the other? I probably would have benched Isak today, because I think Wilson through the middle, in terms of his hold-up play, would be good.
If they're both
in
that
theory,
good,
but he's not done well for them.
They're both that good. Just give them 45 each.
Yeah, but then no one gets their FPL 60 points. You might as well wait for 60 points to get someone else that two points, and then Will can get on and get
exactly. I want to see that.
Exactly. By the way, Leon have got a third. They're on their route to a comeback. 70 minutes play. Dejan Lovren with a third goal. Not his third goal. But Dejan Lovren's not scored a hat trick. In fact, it's all ex-Prem players though, because it was Lacazette's two that have put them in the position they're in. And the atmosphere in Naples, by the way, has been electric. Obviously, they are playing today the first time since they were crowned champions.
City are mental.
Yeah,
genuinely, it's brilliant to see. That's why I really want Serie A to thrive. Look, great fans, great get league.
Yeah, here come Chesterfield, by the way, on the attack.
Well, that's a size mismatch.
Right. Well, there's no surprise. Bromley's. There's no surprise Bromley been getting red cards and people putting in tackles like that. But also, he's not the only... Like, Deji Ellery was not short. They must have the most intimidating centre-half partnership.
Is he Iron Giant?
Bromley. Yeah, that looks huge.
Genuinely, I'd probably say, what, he's 6 foot...
I might start an FM save. Just
he's
like
6'6",
Bromley,
6'7"? I'd say he's 6'7" at least. He's tall.
Yeah.
I'll find out who he is. Sign him, yeah. Well, I'm going to have to sign him, just get bit on corners.
Yeah, mate, he's never missing one.
No, put him on corners, get him to cross him in, about 6 foot, like 7 height. Yeah, I think so. It looks like Chesterfield go for Notts County. Huge game for both teams. I'd love to see Notts County back in the Football League. I mean, they really deserve it. They got over 100 points and they came second.
Come on, people, get this through to 20 likes. Very ambitious, Chester fan. How are we currently on? We are now on...
We're on 19, it's not.
We're on 9 likes, so we need 11 more people to leave a like.
Love the ambition.
If you want to support, the best way to support the stream are to share the content with anyone you think may enjoy it, or just share it on whatever socials you have.
Yeah.
Say, oh, look at this brilliant stream I've
Or
watched.
even just go downstairs to your family and go, look at these people.
As long as football, don't get like your nan. As much as we're used to plug the stream to nans, they're not our target audience.
But if she's into football,
yeah.
Hello, Nan. Hello, Nans around the world. Chesterfield fans are absolutely loving it.
There. Well, we're going to have to change channel. I'm sorry, bye Chesterfield. As we move over.
We should just watch Chesterfield.
Back to Newcastle versus Arsenal. But yeah, 2 minutes until the second half gets underway. Do you think we'll see any subs?
I'd expect to see one from Eddie Howe. I'd be surprised if he doesn't. He likes to make half-time changes when it's not going right. We saw that at Brentford. It worked perfectly. They're 1-0 down. They won the game 4-1.
Yeah, I'd like to see Joe Linton in a more advanced role.
Yeah.
I don't think he's contributing much to the midfield. I think he'd do better off that left wing.
You can even bring on Joe Linton left wing, Isak through the middle, bring off Wilson, bring on Longstaff.
Yeah, that would be my sort. That would be
a delay there. If we go to Sean Longstaff, why are we going to Sean?
No, Longstaff played really well this season, so I would just bring him in, or you bring on a left winger. But you can always move Joe Linton out wide now and save some Maximan for 60 minutes, where he can really terrorise defences, because we know the capabilities of Alan Saint-Maximin. As long as they do wait 60 minutes before subbing off Joe Linton, that is the imperative.
And Isak saying let me score first. Yeah, no, it's a big half for both sides to get some points on the board. Arsenal cannot afford to slip up. They just cannot afford.
Yeah.
Because they will regret it. They'll throw out their league title. And that can't happen.
Well, I mean, I don't think they can win the title anyway, still, but they will want to be as close to City as possible. The more points they're on, the better season they've had. Because they could still crack, 90 points? Probably. What are they on now?
I don't know.
So this would put them on to 81 with 3 games to go. So if they win their last 3 matches, they would finish on 90, which would be very respectable.
Yeah, if you come second on 90 points, fair enough.
Yeah, should we look back at previous years?
Just watching that Odegaard goal back, it's brilliant. It is just absolutely brilliant. He's a man in red hot form.
So last season, 90 points would have had you third, only by Liverpool 92 and City 93.
Alright.
The season before, 90 points would have won you the league over City. The season before, you would have finished second behind Liverpool. So 90 points is, and the season before, you would have finished third behind City and Liverpool. It's the same people every year, isn't it?
I would just like to see it go to the final day.
Yeah.
It's always exciting when... I doubt, because City will have to set up twice. They'll have to set up once for it to go to the final day. I would like to see that.
I don't know. Yeah, so there's a point in it with City one game in hand.
Never say never.
The only thing that could save Arsenal is if Chelsea have some magical remontada.
Chelsea and Brighton could win Arsenal the league.
Yeah, Brighton have got to roll over against Arsenal and then beat City for them.
And Chelsea have got... I mean, they didn't look too bad against Bournemouth. They can hit a run of form.
I was going to say, if Chelsea find some late season form, they could save us.
Yeah, they'll win, aren't we?
You never know.
No, I do. It's never going to happen. Here come Newcastle out for the second half. They need a big half to overturn the 1-0 deficit. Doesn't look like there's any changes to me. Not that I can see. No. I think both sides are the same. Isak and Wilson are definitely both out there. Willock, no changes.
It's just interesting because I think the performance from Newcastle could have done with the change, but I guess maybe Howe doesn't view it as a personnel problem, but instead a potentially tactical. I guess we'll see how they come out in this second half.
Also, Chelsea fan, it won't be 7.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Well, I don't know. I really don't know, which is the fear, isn't it? But yeah. Same sides coming out for the second half, as far as I'm aware. No substitutions. Hopefully, we can be treated then to an identically exciting final 45 minutes.
Yes. Newcastle getting underway. I swear they got some ready in the first half.
No. It was Gabriel Jesus who knocked it back. But Newcastle get a start in this second half. Isak knocks it back. And we're underway for another 45 minutes here at St James's Park. It's Newcastle 0, Arsenal 1 at the break. 45 minutes to play. But yeah, we're underway. Here is Trippier, ball forward. Held up well by Joe Linton. Now uses Murphy. Ball over the top into Joe Linton. And that's poor from Zinchenko, but he recovers really well. Arsenal have possession now. They can come forwards. Odegaard. Nice turn. Comes off the heel of Dan Burn. Now Guimaraes. And Willock. Wilson, excellent use of his body, holding off Kiwior, keeps the ball well for Newcastle, though it is cleared away by Arsenal, and now they could look to counter Jesus. Finds White. Now Saka holds off Burn and knocks it back to Kiwior. Kiwior's looked a lot more comfortable, I would say, in today's game. I think in previous games he's a little bit... He's definitely still rough around the edges, and it'll take time to properly adapt to the Premier League, but he's looked a lot more comfortable in Arsenal's back line today. I think that comes with more minutes. It makes complete sense, you know. The only way you can adapt to the Premier League is to play in the Premier League. Arsenal going forwards. Zinchenko finds Odegaard. Here is Saka. Always looks so dangerous on the ball, Bukayo Saka, and this time is no different. So that pass lacked any sort of threat, and now Newcastle will look to come the other way. Yeah, this second half picking up where we left off from the first half. The energy is good.
Yeah, I expect it to be. It should be a good, highly anticipated, not high energy second half. Yellowstone
hopes that Isak will be a Barcelona player one day. I could see it. I think it'd be a good pick-up after Lewandowski. They've probably got another year or two to get out of Robert Lewandowski.
Depends who Newcastle.
And that is the one thing that La Masia hasn't really produced as a striker. I can't think of any good example. Obviously, you know, you could look at players like like Lionel Messi and talk about how good the Barcelona academy is, but they've not ever produced a striker as far as I'm aware.
No.
Coming forwards, Arsenal, they're having to avoid a beach ball which has been thrown on. I think someone will go and kick that off. No, Isak's left it.
He's just gone to play football, right? He's running down the pitch at his feet.
And now I think it's Dan Burn that's just peppered that one out into the crowd.
Definitely, just leathered it out the stadium. That's
Trippier finds Jacob Murphy with the ball in behind. Murphy takes it wide. And now he's looking to be a bit more direct with his movement. Zinchenko slips, ball dinked in. Isak, it hits the post again for the second time. Newcastle thunder effort against the woodwork early in the first half, early in the second half. Yet they can't seem to get the ball into the back of the net. Once again, Ramsdale beaten. The goal was not, and Zinchenko fouls Murphy. And now he's having a word with Gabriel for his positioning. Don't think you can have a go at positioning when you're the one that slipped over. And also, you let Jacob Murphy do this to you. Murphy, a bit more direct with his movements. Zinchenko got put in a spliff. Isak, header to the near post. Header into the near post, I should say. And yeah, Newcastle, another chance goes begging. Wasn't clear cut, I wouldn't say. And it's not in the back of the net. Munir El Haddadi. Oh, I know Munir, of course. But I wouldn't say he's a good, like, the Mazia striker. Like, he's hardly starting for Barcelona, is he? Yeah. Or even is he now, Munir? He's got to be in, like, the lower regions of the... Maybe Smash First Division or upper regions of Smash Second Division. Or, like, Saudi Arabia. Oh, what a save. Ball floated into the box. Fabian shot header to the middle of the goal. Big stop from Aaron Ramsdale.
That's gone off. Yeah, no, we said he wasn't a great goalkeeper, and now he's pulling off brilliant saves.
I don't think we ever said that.
We said he's error-prone.
In that, yeah, I don't think I said he's crap and goal.
Huge save that.
Yeah.
Shard does what he can.
Having Shard unmarked in the box, by the way.
Oh, it's a big arm.
Brilliant, yeah, really strong wrist. There, Aaron Ramsdale. And Lyon have done it, by the way. That is a fantastic turnaround. They were 4-1 down. They've pulled it back to 4-0.
Who knows what will happen now?
And it's the completion of Alexandre Lacazette's hat-trick. So we've got 4 goals for Isla Wahi. You've got 4 goals for Alexandre Lacazette. Sorry, 3 goals for Alexandre Lacazette and a goal for Dejan Lovren. That is sensational. But yeah, still 10 minutes to play there. What a game. Yeah. We've not had 8 goals, but we've still had a very good match here. Here is Zinchenko.
I still think we'll see 1 or 2 more.
Yeah. I could see another goal. I could see another goal soon, hopefully. I think if Newcastle level, it's going to create a very interesting dynamic for the final part of today's game. But here is Aaron Ramsdale. Now Kiwior. Ramsdale only slipped, but under no pressure. He gets away with it. Jorginho. Ramsdale. Lovely little chipped ball forward. Lifts over Newcastle, and here come Arsenal. Zinchenko. Jesus. Needs an option. Finds Gabriel Martinelli. And now back to Martinelli from Jesus. Here comes Martinelli. It's a great effort, but it hits against the bar.
Oh, that's good.
Martinelli tries to curl it around Nick Pope, but it hits the bar, and that is another chance that goes begging. That really could have changed the game, because an Arsenal goal now just solidifies that lead, solidifies that advantage. But it absolutely sends Shah, lovely little feint, and then yeah, hits a shot against the bar, pings out for a goal kick.
Yeah, Newcastle, be careful. They want to get an equaliser, but they can't push too hard.
Yeah. I mean, a point from this game, maybe even a win, is crucial, I think, for Newcastle remaining in the Champions League. Remaining third. I think they'll be happy with 4th, but obviously the higher up, the prize money, the higher the prize money.
Yeah.
And the higher the pot, of course, which could have massive implications. Because Champions League, if Newcastle are in the 4th pot, that is not great for them, because they will. They'll play. They could have a group like, I don't know, for example, PSG, Barcelona, Inter, Newcastle, which sounds sensational. By the way, would love to see it happen, but I don't think Newcastle will be too buzzing about it.
Well, if you look at who's 1st, 2nd, and 3rd in their leagues, you could get a.
I don't know if that is how potting works. I think it's something to a coefficient, isn't it?
Because I wouldn't say because I don't remember teams finishing fourth in the Premier League and end up in the fourth pot.
I can't remember.
I think most of them end up in pot one. Anthony Taylor's having a laugh with one of the Arsenal coaches. Of course, he is biased. The fourth official just, probably just joking about how he's match fixed this game. But long throw didn't work.
No, that's exactly how it works to a certain degree. So, pot 1 last year was all the champions plus the Champions League and Europa League holders. Pot 2 was the 3 English sides, the 3 Spanish sides, Juventus and Leipzig.
Right, but random.
Then it was like Dortmund, Portugal sides. So the other German sides, the other Portugal sides, the other Italian sides, Shakhtar Donetsk and Salzburg. And then it's like your Maccabi Haifas, your Pleasants, your Scottish teams.
Scottish shite.
So Newcastle will probably still be pot 3.
Yeah.
So I think it is done off coefficient after.
Isak, poor ball. Just not clicking for Newcastle now. It's just not clicking. And here come Arsenal again.
Yeah.
Here's Saka. That's good. That's really good. Knocking on the door.
5-0 Dortmund, by the way.
Flying.
They have crushed Wolfsburg.
Fair enough. They're coming out here make a statement.
Yeah, pots 2 to 4 are ordered on UEFA coefficient. So Newcastle would be 5th because they've not played European. Fourth pot because they've not played. So it doesn't matter actually where they finish in the league. The UEFA coefficient will be worse than Maccabi Haifa's.
Yep. Wow.
Because they've not been anywhere near the European spots, whereas Maccabi Haifa regularly get European football.
Yeah. That's quality. That is absolute quality. Maccabi Haifa, they get drawn out in the same pot as Newcastle.
Are you streaming? Are you streaming Manchester United West Ham? No, we're not. Sorry, Yellowstone.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, we are back in the week. Tuesday and Wednesday streams, and then nothing next weekend. We are going to have a weekend off to prepare. That's our first weekend off in, I think, a month, and then it'll be our last weekend off for a month. So yeah, it'll give us a nice little Saturday and Sunday to prepare for the rest.
End of season's coming up. The Football League 1 ended today. Plymouth champions. Ipswich going up as promoted. Playoff places decided. Morecambe relegated.
All those interesting things. And yeah, I am slightly concerned about the Champions League games going to extra time, though, the second legs, because I've got exams at that same time. But hopefully
they'll be fine.
They don't. Yeah.
City Real.
So we won't be covering any of the Europa League or Conference League semi-finals, but we will be doing the finals because I don't have exams the next day, so we're good. But yeah, Odegaard will dink this ball into the box.
Delivers. That's not a bad ball. Oh.
Headed away, and Trippier thunders the ball clear. Yeah, I think we've still got 15 streams left of the season, I want to say. And then also, if you thought, after the Champions League final, we're going to have 2 months off, don't you worry, because we're already planning our schedule for the summer, and it's already looking like we're never going to have a break.
Yeah.
But yeah, because we do, straight after the end of the season, we have some internationals. We've got some World Cup qualifiers some Euros qualifiers with England. Then we are going to be bringing some coverage of the U21
huge tournament for that.
Euros.
Big tournament.
And then after that, we've only got a couple weeks until the Women's World Cup starts in Australia.
Which, I mean, doesn't look like it's going to be great for England, all these injuries that we're getting already.
All great for our sleep schedule. I might become nocturnal for a month, so yeah, look out for that.
I'll do what I can.
And the Premier season's back in 5th of August.
That is mental. We haven't ended yet. We haven't even ended yet.
We're only
it's back in 3 months.
90 days away from that.
Oh, we're nearly in for the corner.
Almost caught Pope out there. Here is Jesus.
We're 3 months away from the start of the Premier League season.
Well deserved weekend off. Thank you, Yellowstone. And good luck from Chelsea. And thank you. I hope I pass as well. Here is Saka. Now Odegaard.
But Bromley equalised and now it's going to extra time.
Bloody hell.
It was in the 90th minute.
Provided some
90th minute
brilliant football.
10-man Bromley equalised in the 90th. These National League are brilliant.
Exactly.
Absolute
When's
drama.
the National League final?
Wembley.
No, when?
Oh.
I'm not going to get tickets. I want them. We could stream.
I'll go.
Oh, well, we'll see where it is.
Wembley. You said Wembley.
When?
You said where again?
I did not say when. National League.
You have to type the whole thing for some reason.
Well, yeah, 'cause it doesn't come off over.
National.
The Nations League, mate, the most
Final?
important.
No, I guess, is it the same as the Women's FA Cup final, the Men's FA Cup
no,
final? And
this Saturday.
Oh.
3:30 on Saturday.
I'm trying to have a week off.
You probably will still have a week off. But yeah.
So nice to watch, actually, in the comfort of my own home. Oh, Isak's in!
Oh,
Isak! Willock! Oh, that was so good for my fantasy team.
Blocked.
My fantasy team genuinely exploded. So many points.
Botman. And he finds Trippier, and Zinchenko heads out of play. I can't get an exact figure actually on going back to how many streams to do. I can't get an exact figure on how many we're doing before the end of the season.
So many.
We have
Blimey, Jacques hit the drone. What a tackle that was from
we've got 12 left of the season.
That's not that many.
No, not
Is
too
that
bad.
including today or after?
That does
today?
include today, yes.
That's got 11 after this.
Yeah.
That's not that many.
And that's in 31 days.
That's quite a lot.
11 days streaming, 20 days not. But yeah.
Geordies are loving it. They're singing about themselves. Geordies.
I mean, sometimes people like question the Chelsea songs, just shouting their name over and over again. I don't exactly think that is the most
works,
ingenious.
It's no one's like came up with it. It's better than Todd. I can't remember the rhythm now.
Oh, the Topolini went to France in a Lamborghini, brought us back centre half. Very more better, Chile.
Topolini went to France in
There
a
we go.
Lamborghini, brought us back a centre half. Very more better, it's rubbish.
It's
Chelsea fans are the worst charm.
there's worse ones out there.
Apart from there's a cat lovers, but quite good. Jorginho. Oh, Jorginho. That was a good one we made.
Saka.
When he scored a penalty every once in a blue moon. Still half an hour to play here. Long way to go. And still only one goal separated. Bruno Guimaraes again. That's what he does. It's those sneaky fouls, just off the ball.
I've just seen the absolute scenes, by the way, from the Cambridge fans after they found out they were in League One next season.
Yeah, because obviously everyone.
The Great Escape. Yeah. You just see one bloke on his phone, and he's like, "Oh my god, we've done it!" Everyone's gathered around the phone, watching the scores come in. He goes, "Oh my god, we've done it!" And then everyone mounts up and down. People start running on the pitch. Absolute limbs.
That one bloke on his phone was refreshing it to set off the whole stadium. Imagine he told everyone the wrong thing. Imagine he was joking. Oh, I've done it. Everyone, so I'll say goes, actually, no, I was just fibbing. We're down. But yeah, half an hour to go. Jorginho, free kick to Arsenal. Yeah. Jorginho's down quite a while there.
Burn wins the header. Odegaard flicks it back into play. Now it's Joe Willock. Lovely footwork from Willock, but he has lost possession, so ultimately not very fruitful.
Arsenal still got the ball.
Xhaka. Now Jorginho. White. Saka. And Burn puts it out of touch. And he's decided he's going to take a throw. I'm convinced he just kicked that off, but Newcastle continue. Here is Shah. Now Botman. Sven Botman plays it forward. Yeah, Poland chat, by the way, 43% of you have gone for Arsenal, 37% Newcastle, now up to 20% on the draw.
Jolinton.
Can he cut inside? Can he take a shot? Gives it to Bruno and he's P-rolled it. Absolutely.
Just Ramsdale's hands.
Very soft effort, no trouble for Aaron Ramsdale. And with 28 minutes on the clock, you'd imagine it won't be long until we see the introduction of some substitutions for Newcastle this afternoon. They need a change and they need it
Yeah,
soon.
I was going to say, 28 minutes, they need an impact. I'm surprised Eddie Howe hasn't gone to his bench yet. I think this is usually where he'd go to Wilson or go to Isak, because they're both on the pitch, he's got nothing to go to.
Well, exactly.
Unless they can do something while they're on the pitch, and here comes Isak. He's got nowhere to go, puts it in. Oh, Murphy ran away from it. Yeah. Trippier wins a throw. Yes. Isak apologises. Sun beaming down on St James's Park now.
Newcastle really struggled with chance creation. I don't really know why. They've been getting in the same sort of areas they usually do, and not picking out players with the right sort of passes. I guess Arsenal just really good at marking up. But Joe Linton wins the ball off Jesus, by the way.
It's a corner.
And that is going to be a corner.
Yes, it is.
Much to the frustration of Arsenal, and Joe Linton's going to get the fans going.
Come on.
They really took a liking to him this season, Joe Linton, haven't they?
Yeah.
The Newcastle fans. We know, of course, he struggled when he first joined Newcastle's record signing at £40 million. But since then, he's been sensational under Eddie Howe this year.
Ball up and Trippier.
When he's not actually playing as the striker.
Botman keeps it alive.
He's a striker.
But now here comes the counter, but it's intercepted by Willett.
Botman
runs
into each other there. And ball just smashed forward by Jorginho.
So he does best.
Yeah, Adeyemi subbed off Dortmund, absolutely just run away with that one. He's had a weird afternoon, Adeyemi. 2 goals, an assist, and a missed penalty.
That is mental.
Overall, I think I'll be happy with this afternoon.
Free kick to Newcastle away. Saka's foul here on Willock. But yeah, he doesn't get the ball. Good decision there from Chris Kavanagh.
Yeah.
Still a lot of time for Newcastle to find 2 goals.
Now Miguel Almiron coming on for Murphy. The big guns are here. Well, one big gun. In the forward, Miguel Almiron. Just in the Chelsea line-up is out, so I'm going to have a look. Yeah, that game follows this one.
We won't be live for it, but a huge game.
We'll be watching it though. It's a fairly normal team. Musovic in goal, so no. And Anne-Catherine Berger is on the bench, so it's not like she's injured. Then a flat 4 of Peres, Eriksson, Mielda and Charles. I do not like that as a back 4.
We haven't got any other options.
Yeah. Midfield 3, Kankovic, Fleming, Ingle, and then Wright on the left, Cannon right on the right, Sam Kerr up front. Strong side, but slightly confused about the lack of Lauren James, and the odd decision to go for Musovic.
Trippier. Ball
Fair
in.
enough.
Puts the pressure
I
on.
thought it was on target and no one got there, but it's just wide.
Rams actually got a touch on it.
He did, yeah.
I was going to say that was actually going in. What a goal that would have been from Keane. I've been fuming. Took him out of fantasy team.
Same, I brought in Diego Dallo.
What is doing?
Bernard Xhaka's having a go at someone.
Keep fighting people.
He's pointing at someone. He's like,
Callum Wilson again?
No, Wilson's right there. Who's he having a go at? But might tell him to pack it in. Let's have a look. What happens? Why is Xhaka fuming? Oh, he gets caught by the arm of Joe Linton, I believe. Yeah, he gets caught by the arm of Joe Linton.
Oh, grow
up. He goes down.
And also he gets back up and he's absolutely fine.
And this has resulted... And he's still... he's running over to Joe. Joe Linton's running away. Here's Jesus.
Big tap from bottom, and that was strong but fair. Hazy's gone down, even shot. He's gone down on his face. Don't know what he did.
Maybe he has been shot then, because I didn't see any contact.
I wonder if he hit his face when he actually hit the ground. I wonder if he hit the ground and hit his head on the ground.
Let's see.
Oh, no.
Caught by the elbow of Fabian Schär, to be fair.
Flew in there, Schär.
Schär's been a bit rash today. He's been really composed this season. God, the 2 Swiss Donnies are going to have a scratch.
Jack's trying to fight people. You need to relax. Sometimes calm down. I'm not the one to tell him that. I don't really know. Tell him to calm down.
So the Arsenal physio doesn't want to go on.
Because then they have to bring
so he's just asking. He's asking Jesus if he's all right from the edge of the pitch.
Smart.
And he is okay to continue. Obviously, if they go on, he has to come off.
They don't want to do that. Eyes are on Chris Kavanagh.
Jesus, some discomfort in his shoulder following that.
Well, first it was face, now his shoulder.
I think if you get run over by a train, more than one thing hurts. So getting bullied by Schär. Oh, Saka keeps that on really well. And again, well, he went through him, like a train. They got to the corner Arsenal a bit early. There's still 23 minutes left to play. It's after this rolled off by Joe Linton.
That's the, oh, now we're going to go. Why is this game so...
This game's so feisty and intense.
Saying, like, last year. What happened in the reverse finish? Did someone murder someone?
I don't know. Did Howe call Arteta a pet merchant?
Yeah, wasn't it the game where where Arsenal got accused of time wasting?
You will not believe this. In the 100th minute in the Lyon-Montpellier game, Alexandre Lacazette scored his fourth goal of the game.
100th minute.
90 plus 10 minutes. So there was 5 additional minutes. A penalty was awarded in the 98th of the 5 additional minutes.
98 of the 5.
I don't know what happened.
Wow.
Oh shit! No, the foul was made in the 97th by Christopher Julian. It took 2 minutes to work that out. Then Julian was booked, as was the coach Mikhail Zakarian. And then Lacazette has scored the penalty in the 100th minute.
You're flattering 4 up losing 5-4.
That is insane. And you went 1-0 down. You then brought it all the way back to... You were 4-1. You were dominating Montpellier. And now you've conceded 4 since then and lost 5-4. What a match.
100th minute of a 90-minute football.
And Lacazette scored 4. 2 players scored 4.
He's top goal scorer, isn't he?
El Ewahi scored 4 before. Well, he better be now. I mean, he scored 4 in a match.
Saka. Jesus. Still Jesus.
Well,
Pope. We should have held on to that.
Oh. But the reason this game has so many major repercussions is that this moves Lyon to within 3 points of European football. They could get Conference League if they can gain 3 points on Lille.
I thought it'd be in it.
And we've also got lineups for West Ham, Manchester United. Didn't get that from Fantasy Premier League. I've got that from our FPL bot and our Discord. If you want to join, you'll get notifications like that whenever you want them. Well, whenever they come, you don't ask for them. Anyway, lineups. Manchester United, they are playing Weghorst, so we don't care.
I haven't got any.
And Dallow's been benched.
Who are they playing?
West Ham.
I don't know West Ham players.
Oh, that is infuriating.
Saka, Odegaard puts it in. Caught by Pope.
I hope he's not playing. Diego Dallo, has he been benched? Has he even made the squad?
That's what the FPL book doesn't tell
I hope he's not made the squad. Dallo, he's on the bench. If he doesn't get on, then I've got Castagna against Fulham in my team. I took a -4 to bring in Dallo over Trippier.
Oh, that's brilliant from
and Fernandes over Saka, which could pay off if Fernandes scores 10. Wait, hang on, does Fernandes start?
Isak, still Isak. Isak, what are you doing? Where's Isak going? He's still got it. Finds Trippier. Almiron.
20 minutes left to play. Can Newcastle find a goal?
Oh, he's been held back there, ref.
Yeah, that was probably a foul. Kavanagh, unfortunately, is blind and can't see that.
I swear all officials are just like flies. But here comes Martinelli. 20 minutes to go. A goal for Arsenal, put the game to bed.
And Martinelli.
And
it's an own goal. And that's come off Fabian Schär.
He's not had a great day.
No. It's cannons around the area, comes off Schär, and just, rolls past. Well, it doesn't roll really, it smashes itself past Pope. But yeah, Martinelli just put the ball in an area which made the defenders think, and they didn't make the right thoughts. They didn't make thoughts. Yeah. Paul, not right. I don't think there was really much that the Newcastle defence could do. Arteta left now. I don't really know why he's thinking. Eddie Howe's getting back to the drawing board to see if they can come up with something magical for the last 20 minutes, but that really puts the game to bed after what should have been a foul on Miguel Almiron. Really. Has resulted in Arsenal going up the other end and scoring. So yeah.
That's game over.
Really, yeah, it probably is. Martinelli gets an assist, I presume, for that goal for any FPL players out there. Why does he literally just puts it home? I thought it came off him. But no, look.
Oh, he sticks his foot to block it, doesn't he?
Ball across the box and he just tucks it home. Good finish. Love it.
Botman's fuming.
Play him up front. Well, yeah, because he did well to shuffle Martinelli out wide and then he puts the ball across the box.
Pope's his jump on it. Basically, that goal shouldn't have happened. And Newcastle kind of shot themselves in the foot there.
Trippier.
Unless they can find a goal response immediately.
And it comes off Gabriel and Arsenal will deal with it.
Callum Wilson doesn't impress me today.
Saka, poor touch. Burn goes through him. Jorginho.
Ball, really.
Saka
goes through
goes through him again.
And that is to be pulled back.
And that's going to be a yellow card.
First yellow card of the game, right? For Dan Burn.
Yeah. And that goal does take a point away from all Newcastle defenders as well, for FPL reasons.
And now Dan Burn's on no minus, that puts him on 0.
Yeah.
I'm glad I got rid of Trippier this week as well. Good point haul there from Dan Burn.
Oh, he hasn't really caught him. Savage,
no, he's nowhere near the ball.
Yeah, and no, I agree, but he's not
It's the
touched
intent.
him.
I mean, Saka just jump.
If I go like that, they don't go, oh, you punched me in the face.
Jump, yeah, jump. You get punched in the face, you jump up.
Yeah.
Good for lying.
If someone goes to punch someone, they don't get... If you miss punching someone, you don't get penalised for the same crime as you would if you punch someone in the face.
Arsenal fans loving it in that away end at St James's Park.
Yeah, it's like there is... I know obviously you still get penalised for trying to shoot someone. You get penalised more if you do shoot someone.
Yeah. But I guess he has the intent to shoot someone, so...
Did he? I thought he just thrown away the ball back.
Yeah, I mean, as it stands, Arsenal only a point off Man City.
Arsenal's scored of it is so uncompetitive though. 58-44. Like, it's still not a bad goal difference, but it's nowhere near.
Chesterfield have got a goal in extra time.
Oh, I was hoping Bromley with their massive centre half call through.
Yeah, I bet he was the one that scored the second, the equaliser.
Yeah, he probably just... It was ball over the top from Chesterfield. He just headed it home from his own penalty box.
And then they chucked him up front, target man, just like for the last couple of minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I do. I want to see who scored the goals for Chesterfield and that.
Do you have no notifications for it or joke?
No, I don't have National League notifications. I've got enough notifications with like the Belgium and Portuguese leagues. Just fascinating. But
Corner to Arsenal.
Also, a new thing in the Discord is our FPL bot tells us when people in the league have a certain player that scores or does something bad. Adamiji Tunde, Suyash Krishna, Chido Chikomba, Joshua Barreto, and Peter Birmingham, whose name seems really out of place in that list of people in our FPL league, they all have Shah. So that is tough times to be any of them. But Barreto I recognise because when we used to do weekly updates of the FPL league, he was near the top of the league.
I mean, I'm top of ours.
Yeah, I only looked at the top 50, I believe, in our... And we've got like 600 people in the league.
It listed like 300.
We got Peter Birmingham in 8th, and Josh Bratto's in 9th. And Ben Sharp.
Ooh, what did Peter Birmingham
got
do?
away with that. Peter Birmingham.
Oh.
Captained him. No, benched him as well.
Oh, well done, Peter.
Both got away with one there.
Well done, Peter.
What are the other names? Adamiji Tunde. Where are you in the league, lad? Oh, Suyash Krishna, that's one. Benched him. They're all getting away with one there. They're benching Shah.
I mean, Newcastle and Arsenal are joint for the most goals scored in the last 15 minutes of the game. So we could be in for a flashy finish.
Adamiji benched him as well.
Oh,
what's going on with this people? And then there's one more to check.
Bruno Guimaraes puts the ball in straight into the hands of Ramsdale.
Where are you, Chido Jacombo?
Where are you? Let's be having you.
I don't know where this bloke is in the league. But I'm going to say he definitely started him. If we can't find him. Might be top 100 then, because he's not in the top 50. But yeah, make sure if you're not in the FPL League, a bit late by this point, but make sure to join the Discord so that you can join it as soon as we start the FPL League next year.
Better be competitive, hungry right at the front.
Yeah, for a change.
I'm always at the front.
You literally like 100.
I would say top 100.
Really? That's not the front.
That's the front out of 600.
That's like Arsenal going, we're going to win the title and finishing 6th.
No, because out of 20, 1 or 2 is probably the front.
So out of 600,
then
top 100's in the top 20%, and 20% of the top 20% of the Premier League is the Champions League spots. So 4th then. But
yeah, that's near the front.
I wouldn't say United are in the title race.
I'll say they're near the front though.
Don't know. Okay. Hoping Isak can make this game interesting again. I think that's motivated by
here comes
2 changes, which would imply that
Sue Barker and Anson Maximan.
Sue Barker's coming on. So Maximan on, and the number 28.
Can also
No, Joe Willock. Joe Willock is off.
No.
At least he can't get booked or carded now.
2, that's bad.
And then you'd imagine Wilson or Isak as well, which means Joe Linton will stay on.
If it's Isak, I'm fuming.
Willock off, Alan, Saint-Maximin on, who's got a fresh trim.
I like it.
Yeah, it's fine.
And then, speaking of trims...
Wilson off.
Is so...
It has a less fresh trim and it's already struggling in the Newcastle wind.
It's Anthony Gordon, you don't guess.
Yeah, Harry's not a fan. It's another player. We should compile a list of players that Harry despises for no rational reason.
It's quite a long one, though.
Yeah, exactly.
There's not that many.
Oh, there are a lot.
Isn't there not?
But yeah,
Smacksman.
12 minutes left to play here. Can Newcastle pull off some sort of ridiculous
Isak
result?
double.
Probably not.
Calling it now, Isak double.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you seen the future?
Yeah.
All right, well, you probably would have seen that Joe Linton scoring a hat-trick then. 5-3.
Hey.
We've got a mental last 12 minutes if 5 Newcastle goals were coming. But no, they're not playing Tottenham. If not, I would back 5 goals in 10 minutes. Martinelli could put the game to bed. It gets stuck in his feet.
Now. And that would be really poor from Newcastle. If they lose.
Trippier trying to hold him up. We've got to be careful not to give away a penalty here.
Jesus. They're holding it.
And it's Messi. It's just time for Newcastle. No.
Trippier
Trippier goes down.
Really smart.
By Jesus, and yeah. Free kick.
Oh, change for Arsenal.
And yeah. Thomas Partey and Leandro Trossard on for Arsenal. A double change here. They'll be resting up for their game against Brighton next weekend.
Yeah, Arsenal will be hoping that at the end of this game they can have a party.
That's going to be the number 5. Well, Martinelli's coming off first. Martinelli off for Trossard. And I believe it's Odegaard off for Partey. Yeah, Martinelli off, Trossard on. Taylor struggling to work out how to use the board.
Oh, he's so incompetent.
And yeah, Martin Odegaard, first rest really in a while.
Scored a wonderful goal.
As Arsenal are going to go a little more defensive and throw on a second DM.
Scored a marvellous goal.
And Arteta's communicating something to Jorginho. But yeah, Odegaard off, Partey on.
And
Martinelli off,
for
Trossard
Newcastle as well.
And Newcastle making another change.
Number 2.
They're throwing everything at this game.
My guess is Sean Longstaff and... Oh no.
They're not readying them. They're not making the changes just yet. I have to go. Good stream, Jack. Now, see you Tuesday. Thank you, Chelsea fan. See you Tuesday, mate.
Wednesday, mate.
Yeah, Harry will be here Wednesday. But yeah, Champions League games in the week. Very exciting.
Always got to
Make sure to join
us
us there.
Then you can talk to me in the Discord.
Yeah, exactly that.
Mate.
We'll throw another link at the end of the stream if you want to join. But yeah, it's just a nice place for everyone to chat about football. It's been quite active actually since we started last week.
Nice conversations in there.
Yeah. I mean, the more people, the more interesting the conversation.
Elliot Anderson. That is Matt Target.
I think that's exactly how it is, yeah.
And Kieran Tierney came on at some point. Do not remember when that happened.
No, I'm convinced that didn't happen.
He's on there.
Well, I can see it is happened.
Joe Linton's off
It is
for Elliot
happened.
Anderson.
Oh.
And Matt Target, I'm guessing, to come on for Dan Burn. Joe Linton is hobbling off the pitch. That's not good. And Matt Target, as I said, on to Dan Burn. 9 minutes to go. Can Newcastle find anything from this game? It's a long shot. It is a long shot.
Just in a picture of someone's FPL team where they've started Trippier and benched Gabriel.
Ooh, why would you do that? There's more goal contribution chance of
Yeah. Don't trust Arsenal.
Free kick.
6-0 Dortmund. Bellingham's second of the game.
In his last season.
Oh. Controversial statement. Harry thinks Jude Bellingham's leaving Dortmund.
Controversial.
By the way, there are 3 games left in the Bundesliga and the tallies at the top of the table are 65 points and 64 points. That is incredibly low.
Yeah.
To put that in perspective, 64 points and 65 points puts you 3rd and 4th.
Like
Newcastle on 65, United on 63. But they're 20 points behind the Premier League leaders. How have Dortmund and Bayern only scored 64 and 65 points? Yeah, 3 games though, really, more. And usually Bayern still get 100 points every year.
That's really an even number.
They play 3 games more.
No, I mean...
So far they've played, yeah. Well, there's 4 games more a season.
Plus the 3 more, 7 games there.
What?
The 4 games extra that the Premier League get.
Yeah.
And then the 3 extra games that they've already played. That's 7 games that Bayern and Dortmund don't have compared to Arsenal City.
What? You're waffling, mate. If they play 4 games less.
Yeah,
Over
but
a
right
season.
now,
Not 7.
Right, no, what I'm saying is right now they've played 3 games.
No, because the Premier League have played 3 games less than they have, so you don't. It doesn't matter, does it?
I thought you meant the Bundesliga played 3 games less than.
What are you? I'm so confused.
I thought you said that the Bundesliga played 3 less games than the Prem.
Yes, but that's because they play 4 less.
Oh, yeah, I forgot that happened.
So your maths is weird.
No, I kind of rounded to the same total.
But if anything, the teams in the Premier played less because we've had games. They've got games in hand and stuff.
Falls to Elliot Anderson. Oh no!
Ref wiggles his finger out of it.
I don't think it was a penalty.
But even Liverpool had a bad season on 62 points. They'd be 3rd in the Bundesliga and in the title race.
Where would Chelsea be? I'm trying not to ask that question.
Chelsea's 42 points would have them relegate. No, 10th.
That's
A point behind Frankfurt. 6 points off Europe. A lot closer than Chelsea are currently because at the moment they are 13 points off Europe, and the team in 7th, who are 13 points ahead of them, are Brighton, who have 2 games in hand on them. Chelsea are only 12 points behind Aston Villa though, with a game in hand. They'd have to win every game left of this season, and Villa would have to lose every game.
Well, this rank, Villa aren't going to do that.
Nah, that's just one bad performance, mate.
No, I hate overreactionary fans.
You are one of them.
No, I was joking.
Okay.
I used to think we're going to get Europe. Some fans think that we're going to get 10th.
I hate fans who think that Gabriel Martinelli and Bukayo Saka have had bad seasons.
I don't think... Oh, you didn't listen to me.
You said they've not had seasons worthy of champions.
Do you know what? I don't like Ramsdale.
Really? Add him to the list. You don't like anyone?
I just don't... I don't know.
Unless they're called Emmy and
I'm
Martinez.
not thinking properly. I can't think properly.
Okay. 5 minutes left to go.
He's getting to me.
Ramsdale's rolling around the floor.
It's been a very good stream though. Thanks for everyone who's tuned in. It's been brilliant. Good game.
Still holding a strong 8 viewers as we reach the end of this stream.
We've been in
So
a
if
low
you
teams
are
on stream.
here,
Brilliant.
then make sure to get involved in chat. Say hi. Tell us your thoughts. And of course, if you have enjoyed the stream and like talking in chat and like listening to other people talk, then come and join the Discord. We'll be doing events on there sometimes.
We plug Discord a lot, but trust me, it'll be worth it. If you don't,
just because it's new.
Oh yeah, I'll be honest. If you don't join it, you're going to miss out on a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't want that. We don't want that to happen.
It's new. We want the word to get out there. So yeah.
A lot of cool features and a lot of announcements that will happen there and not on YouTube.
Reece Nelson coming on.
And Eddie and
in
Kevin.
the place of Bukayo Saka, the guy who has not had a season of champions.
Hasn't scored today.
Saka.
Nope.
Okay. No, I'm just Haaland. I don't think he's had a bad season though.
Yeah, because he's such a kind Samaritan.
Right.
Penalty. I'd not know. I'm joking.
But yeah, Jesus and Saka off. Noah Nerik, no. Nketiah and
get off.
Nelson on.
Clap the away fans later.
They can't see you anyway, mate. They're so high.
Get the binoculars out. They might see a dot. I think that is quite smart though, to put them that high up.
Why?
Because they can't be heard.
Well, if they get a megaphone, that'd be fine.
No, if you put your away fans right next to the pitch, they can impact the performance maybe. But if they're that high up, yeah. If you look to your away fans for inspiration, you're looking.
Yeah, but you probably also have to you have to charge less because there's a restricted view. You got to look for a cloud for half the game.
Still see the game. It's hard.
Can you?
Yeah.
Have you tried being up the Newcastle away end?
It's very steep.
Exactly.
Not that I've been there. I'd love to.
I've heard.
I know we will anyway, and they won't be in the middle of it all.
Or the pitch.
Get me in the open end.
There's a lot to ask, Harry, that they'll let you play a Premier League game.
Well, no, it's like stand in the middle. Or, you know how the drone just attached to the harnesses and flying me around in the air?
Yeah, no authentic camera, a man runs around the pitch and watches the game with a
I'll do that.
GoPro on. I think that's known as a referee.
They should put GoPros on referee.
Nah, they should put a massive camera on their heads so they look really stupid.
And Billy Taylor's just got like some massive camera down his head. Just fall off.
Here comes Sir Maximan.
Is
They're
there a chance?
attached to something. They don't bounce on his head. He's like a seal. He's got to give him I don't know why it's making the noise of a walrus.
It's a seal?
It's
Oh, no, it's a walrus with hands there.
Good hands? What walrus is their hands?
They're flippers. Don't know what they're called. I'm talking about football, not aquatic animals. Elliot Anderson.
Right, Navum Son Dylan. I hope I'm just gonna call you Dylan, mate. There's an X in it, but I'm guessing your name's Dylan. You put an X in it.
Nice.
But
yeah, and I'm glad I thought about that before I said that. Dylan.
yeah, but yeah, welcome to the stream, mate. He said, "Have you ever been to Stamford Bridge for a Chelsea game?"
Yes.
Yeah, we've been to one FA Cup replay, and I went the other week for the Chelsea Women's Champions League semi-final between Chelsea and Barcelona. Very good.
It's a bit of a trek from where we are, though. So it's a nice.
I think it's a very
I say it's a
difficult
nice ground. It's all right.
I mean, I'd say it probably ranks below in terms of games I watch live. I would say Signal Iduna Park
Better
goes ahead. Stadio Olimpico better.
San
Mallorca.
Siro.
We didn't watch the game last
No,
did we?
stadium-wise, is nicer.
Nah, San Siro from the outside is so boring.
Yeah, I guess.
Like, it's an iconic stadium, but yeah, it's
I do like the outside of Chelsea. It's quite nice.
yeah.
Had a lot of legends on the wall.
And Ruben Loftus-Cheek.
And Raven Loftus. Oh,
Ooh, a nice little volley attempt from
Shah,
Fabian
that made
Shah,
up for earlier.
who's just gone up front.
Yeah.
Chelsea goes carry bag. According to the stream, how does it feel to be a Chelsea fan at the moment?
Great.
Yeah, no,
Tell me how
just
does
so
it feel
good.
with Lampard at the wheel? It's great.
The win yesterday was all right.
We were brilliant
And
yesterday.
there's some promising signs looking ahead to next season. I think Mudrik's a really exciting player. I think Maduike's a really exciting player. I think Colin Gallagher's wank, but he had a good game yesterday.
He's
so,
genuinely awful.
yeah.
But he scored
He
two.
did really well
He
yesterday.
scored 2 goals in the last 4 games.
He's one of the only people who have scored. But yeah.
Big game for Arsenal next Sunday against Brighton. But they've shrugged off Newcastle here. I expect them to do the same.
I'm at the Newcastle
this
game
evening.
right now, sat in the away end because I'm an Arsenal fan. The view is awful. Really, Dylan? That is sensational.
Tell you what, join the Discord and send us a picture.
Yeah, another plug for the Discord. Put a
6
link.
minutes at a time. Do it now.
Put a link in when you go to the added side. If you want to join the Discord, by the way, please make sure to do so. I'll be regularly talk about football. If we haven't plugged it enough yet, join it.
Just I didn't know.
Yeah. It's out for an Arsenal goal kick. 6 minutes left to play here. Newcastle just taking pot shots now, and the hope one goes in. Arsenal have really had the measure of them. They're proving why they are where they are in the table, Arsenal. A point behind Manchester City, still in hope that they could do something in terms of winning the Premier League. I mean, it's probably a pipe dream now. It's not a pipe dream, though. All they need is one slip up from City, but yeah. All right, okay. We'll put a link in chat. You can join up, Dylan. We want to see a picture, because you always see pictures from the Newcastle away end. It looks mental. It's so steep there. But yeah. There. And you chose to watch this instead of the game.
Obviously.
Well, yeah.
Why wouldn't he?
You probably can't see anything from up there anyway.
Ooh, yeah.
So you want to know what's going on, don't you?
It's up in the clouds.
Yeah.
5 minutes to go.
So Maximan cutting in just
really
wide
good
of the mark.
performance. Really good performance
Yeah.
from Arsenal. But they were helped by Newcastle. I mean, Shah did his best.
Yeah, Newcastle coming forwards. Longstaff, Almiron. Can they get a shot? I mean, that's
Ooh,
not a bad effort.
Rashford.
Rashford.
Yeah.
You've been so delirious this stream.
I
It's
know, I'm
mental. Anyway,
struggling.
4 minutes 20 left.
Not thinking properly. That was definitely a
Yeah, that's a
corner.
good effort from Alan
Didn't realise that
Maximan.
was going on target, to be honest.
Are you letting me on the Discord? That link, I definitely think the link works.
Yeah.
I mean, you've just...
I've just found it. If not, find a new one. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's worked for me. I mean, I'm already into it, so...
So
But yeah.
Maximan finds Gordon. I think that's the first time I've said his name since he's got subbed on.
Ball in, blocked by Nelson, out for Newcastle. Corner. Yeah. Newcastle's been a little lacklustre today, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, they've not been at the races at all. And they've been poor. I mean, scoring an own goal. They've missed chances. They haven't created too many chances.
They need to bounce back next weekend.
They do. Next weekend they play Everton, I think.
Yeah.
No.
Let's have a look.
They play...
Oh, God.
Is it West Ham?
Rest in peace, Everton. It's going to be a tough weekend. They play Leeds.
Oh,
that's a nice fixture. And then Brighton in the week.
That's a potential banana skin with Big Sam in there now.
They've got a double up. So they play Leeds next weekend and then Brighton in the midweek after. So, yeah. Gordon keeps it alive. Here's Sir Maximan. Still going, Sir Maximan, and it's blocked well by Ben White. And a play for a corner. Another chance for Newcastle to try and create something here.
Still knocking on the door, Newcastle.
Dylan says, I'll take a picture, then send a picture later. All right. Fair enough. But yeah. Firstly, welcome back. What a horrible performance from Bruno G. Disaster class. What do you reckon? I don't think it was that horrendous. I mean, obviously, it's not one of his better performances.
I just
single him out as a...
Yeah. I just don't think Newcastle been at the races at all today.
No.
They'll want to bounce back.
To be fair, 6.3 football rating is probably his worst football rating.
Yeah.
In a Newcastle shirt. I'd probably say Shaw was worse though. He's rash. Burn as well. Both played poorly. But yeah, he's rash in his chances, and then obviously
leaves Newcastle only 3 points clear of Liverpool. Yes, they've got a game in hand, but still they want the points.
Yeah.
Arsenal 1 point behind City. City with that game in hand. Still all to play for with a few game weeks to go. So
Newcastle's game in hand though is Brighton. That's not a nice fixture.
No.
Leeds, we'd say, easy game, but Leeds have got a lot still to play for. They've got everything to play for. Their Premier League status is on the line here.
Yeah.
They've also got Leicester, who are in a similar situation, and that's on a Monday night. You never know what happens on a Monday night. And then Chelsea, where they'll win the final game of the season. Shah wants to fight someone again. He's done nothing right today, Shah. He's gone round fighting people, scoring own goals.
Trossard's grabbing Botman's shirt.
Jack
has arrived. Here we go. Cavanagh's got his card.
If there's
already.
one bloke
he's writing names
who looks less prepared for conflict in the world, it is Chris Kavanagh. Imagine we go to war and you see Chris Kavanagh in the front lines.
We're dead.
Exactly.
Because it's been boiling over all game, and everyone's ran away from him. He doesn't want to do.
Liverpool, by the way, not a much nicer run, and they've got Southampton on the final day, who will have nothing left to play for because they'll be relegated. So maybe the pressure will be off.
Relegated.
They're already down, pretty much. They'll be relegated this coming weekend if they lose, or if anyone else gets a point.
That is mental.
It's not really 3 weekends.
Who are they playing?
Match week 35. Yeah, so they play Nottingham Forest tomorrow.
They're going down.
It's a late kick-off, I believe, on a Monday. So if they lose that, then they are relegated. Though, either way, they've got to win all of their remaining fixtures due to how the fixtures pan out. They've got to win every game.
He's been snapped in half again, by the way, by Elliot Anderson. And he's having words with him again. Kavanagh's like, mate, come on, 10 seconds left. I don't want to have
Get up.
I don't have to, funny else. Oh my god, yeah, it just goes through him.
They're being a bit stupid today, the Newcastle players. They've just been really rash in their chances.
Do they really hate Arsenal?
Yeah.
That's the game.
This is a problem for Newcastle because they're in poor form. Liverpool are in excellent form. This is another loss. No, Newcastle 2. Newcastle 0, Arsenal 2. And they're in poor form. Liverpool have won 6 on the bounce and they travel to Leicester next week, which should be an easy win. Then they host Villa, who are in a little bit of shaky form, and then they're going away to the shittest team in the league. So they've got a lovely fixture list. Newcastle in a patchy spell of games at the moment.
Yeah.
Could potentially knock themselves out of Champions League, which would be really poor for them.
Man of the match?
Sky gave it Jorginho, which I thought was actually amazing. I never thought I'd see the day where Sky picks up one other than the goal scorer. Even they're not going to go for Shah, are they?
I'll go...
You could go Martin Odegaard. I think that's a bit obvious. I will probably say...
I'll go Ben White.
Why? Give a justification.
Okay, kept a clean sheet. He was good.
It's good justification. I will go for... Odegaard's a bit obvious, isn't he?
Yeah.
Maybe Ramsdale, you know?
Yeah,
made some really big saves.
He's brilliant.
Big saves. Charles from the corner. Willock early in the game. So I'm going to go Aaron Ramsdale. We had a good game. We disrespected him in the build-up. Deservedly, but still disrespect. So yeah. Anyway, We're rounding up here. We are back on Tuesday night. Champions League football is upon us. The Champions League semi-final first legs. I will be here Tuesday night by myself, so please do tune in. If not, I'm going to be very lonely for the 2-hour-long stream. And then Harry is here for Wednesday as we watch a Milan derby in the Champions League. Next weekend we've got a weekend off. Then we're back for the UCL second legs. And then we're full steam ahead for the end of the Premier League season with loads of fixtures. And of course all the European finals, the FA Cup final, loads of great stuff. But yeah, that's all from us today. If you have enjoyed, then please do make sure to subscribe, leave a like, and of course join the Discord. If we haven't said it enough this stream, we want people to join our Discord. Yeah, that is all from us today. Thank you all very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.